Hey loves, it's your girl Mariah Sincere, and I'm back with another bomb live. For those of y'all who are new to my channel, I'm an American citizen, yes, a black woman, a single mother who is out here living my best life, traveling abroad. I know that might ruffle some feathers here, but it is what it is. So if you're interested in my journey, follow, hit the like button. We're going to have a real good time tonight. Before I get started, Homies Hub, if you're watching, I know you always lurking in the bushes. You know, if you're watching, did you accept my challenge? Meaning, have you found a woman that looks like you today? I'm just asking. And no, I'm not talking about just the dark-skinned woman. There are plenty of beautiful dark-skinned Keishas out here. Some of the most beautiful women I've ever met in life were dark-skinned. No, I'm talking about a woman who is the equivalent of you in looks in the face. Like it needs to look like it goes together. Since I am the self-hating Black person, I want you to go find a woman who looks like you. Again, she got to be your same skin color. So we need to know that you love yourself. And on top of that, because that's not even the issue, she needs to look like you in the face. Okay. So, guys, I want y'all to make this happen. I need y'all to spam Homies Hub content and tell him to go to the park, go wherever he needs to go, and find him a woman that looks like him to date, love her for her, and take seriously. Because until you can do that, sir, I can't take you seriously at all. Like nothing you say about me is gonna stick. Nothing about this. You trying to make it seem like I'm anti-Black and I hate Black people and I hate myself, even though I date people that look like me. That's something that you don't do. So yeah, you go do that, and then we can talk. So guys, I'm gonna show y'all something. First of all, shout out to everybody in the chat. I want y'all to hit the like button. What's up, Celebrate Life 1K? Let's get the likes up. Let's share. It's going to be an entertaining show. I'm on one. I got to be up all night anyway because I have to leave at 2 a.m. because I have a 5 o'clock flight. So Homie Scrub ain't hitting on nothing. He just another actor who's putting on completely. He should accept that challenge you gave him. Find a woman who really likes you for you. Yeah, that looks like you too. Like it needs to be looks compatible. It needs to be looks compatible. So, guys, I have a couple. I was gonna chill, but then I was on Bait's channel. Shout out to Bait, friend of the show. We'll probably work together in the future. But he was on there, Bait was playing his live stream and I saw him on there talking shit. So of course I'm gonna respond. Now I'm gonna go back to this because there's a lot of people who be coming in and out, in and out. So real quickly, I'm gonna explain to y'all how this beef even started, and I'm going to react to some new things that he said, also as well as this loser who's been stalking me for like the past 3 years. And is claiming that I'm obsessed. Now, let's be clear. I did not speak on the Homies Hub first. He started this entire beef, this entire drama. And here's the thing. Once you cross me in a certain way, I'm not the type of person to try to make amends because really you should have watched what you said to begin with. And maybe I would have been open if he would have came correctly. But again, the delusion is real with this one. And yeah, here we go. It's about to be a good time. Now, I'm going to constantly remind y'all, I didn't start this. And I'm going to keep going back to that because he likes to run with this narrative. Again, he has a victim mindset. He likes to, with everybody that he beefs with, he likes to pretend people are just taking what he says the wrong way. He likes to pretend that people are just coming at him for nothing because he's holding them accountable, which, sir, we're all grown people here. You are nobody. You ain't nobody daddy. You ain't an authoritative figure. You're in no position to hold anybody accountable. Who the hell do you think you are? Hold yourself accountable first. Control yourself. Hold yourself accountable first, sir. I know you're new to this. I know you ain't been there before. But hold yourself to a standard first before you try to hold anybody else accountable. You can't hold me accountable, sir. I don't owe you any explanations I don't owe you shit. You don't do anything for me, and nor does anybody else. So you run your mouth, you're socially awkward, you constantly bumping your gums, talking shit, and then you're confused when you beefed out with everybody. And then now all of a sudden you're the victim. So I'm going to continue to show people and remind people where the hell this started. And then I'm going to react to some new shit that he said. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to go over to the Homie Sub channel because I need to let the record show. I need to continue to let the record show because he's going to keep lying and making it seem like he doesn't understand, or that I'm just upset with him because he asked me why I was here in good faith, and he didn't. That's not what happened. This man has continued to speak on me, my situation with my child. He keeps bringing up my child, so much so to the point where I wouldn't even trust you around a child, sir. Because why you keep bringing up my daughter? He in one breath will go off and be like, I'm the only one who actually cares about you as a single mother out here by yourself with your daughter. You say that in one breath, but then in the next breath, you talk shit. So you don't care about me. This is all over the fact that, let's be very clear. I'm going to be very, very honest here. And I'm talking about you, the homie, so because I know your type. You are the type of man who is obsessed with light-skinned women. I'm just being honest. Again, prove me wrong. Prove me the fuck wrong. Go to Africa and start dating. Go find you some dark-skinned chick. Go find you some dark-skinned chicks that look like you. Prove me wrong. You are the type of man that is obsessed with light-skinned women, got rejected by them your whole entire life, and now you feel the need to try to assert some type of authority or control over me. When I never laid down with you, I didn't have any kids by you. I don't owe you nothing. I don't owe you shit. This is all projection. This is all you being a hater and jealous. Okay, so y'all, I'm excited to go to the DR. We're gonna talk about that too. Y'all gotta recommend, for those of y'all who have been, if you've been to Santo Domingo, y'all gotta recommend for me some places. And I got a surprise coming for y'all too. I got a surprise coming. So y'all hit the like button. Now let's go back to the Homie Sub channel. Let's see where this all started. I'm gonna continue to remind y'all how this beef started. Are you supposed to be in bed? Go get some water. Okay, and then go that way. Okay. Now we're gonna go here. Here we go. Okay, so this is the very first time this man spoke about me. The very first time. This is why you don't bring a knife to a gunfight. You sure don't. Because here's the thing. The fact that he thinks that he is my intellectual equivalent is very laughable to me. And I'm going to show y'all in a second. I'm going to quickly run through this video so that y'all can know what happened. But I'm going to show y'all in a second just how desperate he is to try to prove a point. So much so that he continuing to make himself look stupid. Okay, it's pure desperation. But let's listen back to what he said. And y'all tell me in the comments if y'all think that this was a respectful dialogue. Y'all tell me. Okay.
Those Gambian dudes don't got no bread. He gotta make love to old Helga's ass all night.
Yet you
with base 44,
so
a simple sentence becomes your website.
Videos on Instagram about Colombia. Men were coming in on my page, and I wasn't even saying anything about Passport Bros. And they were asking, why are you here? What's a woman doing here in Colombia? This is the man world. Y'all always following in behind us, mind you. I have never went to that park and recorded any men. Ever done that. I've never put anybody on blast. I've never seen any of these men out while they were dealing with prostitutes. and said anything to them. As a matter of fact, one of the reasons why I don't go to the park, that's another thing. He tried to make it seem like, oh, she lying. She says she don't go to the park. Yes, because obviously I had to go there first and see what was going on to know what the hell is going on. But I don't go there. It's like you got to break stuff down for stupid people. Because if you don't break it all the way down, they nitpick it. I have been to parqueyeras before. I don't go to parqueyeras. You understand? I can count on my times the entire 2 years I've been over here, how many times I've been to the park. Period. So yes, I've been there to see, and I've seen what's going on. I don't like it. So guess where I go now? I go to La Setenta. But the few times that I have gone to the park, I don't mess with the men. I don't shame them. I'm not worried about what they're doing. They come up to me because they think that I'm a prostitute. And I let them know I'm not that. And I've even had conversations and some kikis and some laugh with people out there because I'm not that type of person. I'm a cool chick. You meet me out in person. If you cool, I'm going to be cool. So all of this, I over here chasing after passport bros. No, I never did that and never put anybody out on blast. This whole thing stemmed from these men being upset that I was here, so I made some videos responding. This also later on stemmed from these men getting upset because I told them don't bring condoms. Why? Because you're going to get denied entry if they search you. And guess what? That's happened and other men have reported on it and y'all don't got nothing to say to them. Y'all don't got no smoke for them. Even though I was just telling you the truth. Then it turned into I said passport bros don't need to come. I never said that. Never freaking said it. Never said it. Matter of fact, we're going to go review. I'm going to prove to y'all that I have been consistent and the fact that I've always said that I understand why men pay for prostitutes and that I don't care. And that I've been fair. I've been fair to passport bros. Whereas many women have not, I have been fair in my assessment of the situation. I'm going to prove all this tonight, but let's be clear. What's up, Milano? Nothing he said was respectful or constructive at all, Grip the Monster, at all. But y'all are going to see because he likes to play the victim. He likes to play dumb. He really does. And I don't know if he has some type of mental disorder or y'all know people that have like high functioning, like autism or whatever the case may be. They have like antisocial behaviors and it's either that's going on and he really doesn't understand what he does wrong or he's playing in our faces. It's got to be one of the two. It's got to, because I understand fully why he beefed out with everybody. But let's play it. We're not here for Smex's tour.
That's crazy. That ain't right. So Gambia dudes are just reversing slavery. No, they're not.
Hold on, guys.
No, they're not. They're not reversing slavery. Thank you for the $1.99. They're for dick.
Here we go.
Nobody's gonna convince me otherwise. We know that they're traveling for dick.
Oh, here's another thing. He's saying women in this is how much his mind is in the gutter. When we're talking about, this is what he said in this same thing, that single women are traveling for dick. This is how stupid this man is. Not everybody's mind is in the gutter, sir. Not everybody's mind is in the gutter. Not everybody is traveling for coochie. And not everybody is traveling to get some peen. That's why you got mad at Kari, my homeboy Kari HQ. You got upset because Kari said when he was on a panel with Chill Capo, shout out to them both, I'm cool with them both, but you got upset because he said he don't do pay for play. Then you got upset. Now you calling his phone. Oh, you shouldn't be saying stuff like that in public because it makes us all look bad. Why? This is the problem that I have with a lot of these. He ain't even African American. I think he Nigerian or something. But this is the problem that I have with these people with these crabs in a bucket mentality. When you say you don't do something, they get offended. When you're not indulging in the same type of behavior that they're behaving in, they get mad because instead of them trying to do better or do something different, they want you to come down. It's just like if you tell somebody I don't smoke or I don't do illicit substances. A lot of times those people feel real uncomfortable and it's like, oh, you think you better than us? You think, no, I don't think I'm better than you. I just don't do it. I know it's not good for me. I don't want to indulge in that. So you sat up here and tried to press a whole grown man just because he told y'all he don't do that and he out here dating real women and he don't want that put on him. Now you pressing him. Now you acting like me in high school. I heard what you said. You calling another grown man asking him why he talking to me like we in high school. Oh, because you shouldn't talk to her because in this space we have to stick together. Like that's not a grown man capable of his own autonomy and deciding whether or not he do or do not rock with somebody. Shout out to Kari. That's my dog. I know you thought she was gonna come in and drive a wedge in between us. That's my dog. He cool. Y'all gonna see us doing content when I'm in Dominican Republic. This how sick you are in the head, sir. And again, let me be very clear. I don't have no problem. If y'all want to come to whatever which country and y'all want to do pay for play, that's your business. The only thing I've ever said was why people gotta make the culture look bad and put that shit all on the internet like that. Act like you've been there before. Act like you've been getting bad bitches. Act like you used to it. I know that's something you're not used to, the Homies Hub, but act like you've been there before. Instead of acting all desperate and thirsty. It's lame behavior. Just even the way that you finna sit up and talk about me and the way I've seen you talk about, oh yeah, I was putting her head through the mattress yesterday and all that. And it's like, bro, dudes that's been having sex since they were 14 and been getting women since they were young, they not out here on the internet talking like that. They think that's lame nigga shit. Honestly and truly, even when they're talking to a woman, they don't like to talk too sexually explicit. They just like to be about what they want to be about. You sitting up here talking about your penis size all the time to other men in front of other grown men. You're over here doing this, talking about your sex life explicitly, your sex life with these prostitutes, bragging about it to other grown men. Then you want to sit up and call other men simps. Meanwhile, you over here having whole homosexual conversations on the internet in public in front of other grown men. You trying to prove something to other grown men about your sex life. And you don't see nothing wrong with that. You don't see nothing extremely lame about that. Then you get upset when people say the only women that you can get are pay-for-play girls. Well, first of all, that's all you showing. We know people who've been traveling or whatever the case, we know the difference between prostitutes and good girls. These good girls are not letting you put them on camera. So this is what you putting on a camera on the internet. This is what you're promoting. And then you got the nerve to be upset. This is the life that you're promoting. You got upset at another man for saying he don't do that. But then you got the nerve to be upset when somebody like me say nobody gonna rock with you unless you paying for them. But this is the lifestyle that you're promoting. Then you have the nerve to sit up and say stuff like, I'm wrong for what I said about people coming over here doing too much and not keeping it on the low. Or keeping it player, you got the nerve to say I'm wrong because I'm painting black men in a bad light. Nigga, you painting yourself in a bad light. How are you gonna expect me to care more about how you represent yourself and your reputation than you? Because if you honestly and truly cared, you would just come on here and do that on the low, show the travel side, and not put that on the internet. That would be something that's barbershop talk. Or something between you and other men that y'all talk about on the low. You care more about your representation. You care more about me protecting your representation, even though, let's be so for real, the Homies Hub and people that have the mentality like you sit up and talk shit about Black women all the time. You sit up and talk shit about Black women. Yet you expect me to protect your reputation? You sit up here and talk shit about American Black women all the time. You sit up here and talk shit about me for being a Black woman and being a baby mom, like you say. You talk so much shit. You clearly don't have some animosity towards Black women who are out here being free and single and not worrying about the same things you're worrying about. Yet you expect me to protect your reputation, and it doesn't make sense. You asking for stuff you can't give back. And that's the problem with men like you. I'm talking about you, the Homies Hub. You expect things out of situation that you can't provide. Just like you want to date all these bad bitches, but you an ugly ass nigga. You ugly. It has nothing to do with your skin color. You're an unattractive man. It's people like you that have unrealistic expectations out of life, and then you end up being bitter towards other people. But I'm going to show y'all where the beef start. He pressed because Kari used to talk about buying box and switched up. Well, guess what? People are allowed to change. December, maybe he was buying it, but he don't buy it no more. So guess what? It's okay for him to say, I don't do that no more. And that's the problem. This is what I'm talking about with crabs in a bucket mentality. That's why whenever you're growing as a person, you have to quit hanging out with people that is still doing the same shit. Because once you try to change or you want to do better, they want to keep trying to drag you down to that space or remind you, oh, you was doing X, Y, Z. I believe in God. I don't believe in that type of mentality. Anybody is capable of growth and change if they want to. And if somebody done change their ways and they're not doing something no more, they have every right to check you when you try to say they still doing that, because they not. Period. Big facts. It makes brothers look bad. Then the natives start to assume that all Black men are like that. No, facts. And then people get mad at me when I say calm that down. Because guess what? It don't just make Black men look bad. At the end of the day, people gonna be like, this is the type of man, even just with Black women, this is what y'all dating, this is what y'all putting up with back at home. Even if that's not the case, that it reflects on the entire culture. It's to the point where here in Medellin again, come do it if it's legal, that's what you want to do. I ain't got no problem. But like if you were to if I'm a Colombian and I've never been outside of the United States and I was to just go to Parquegueras, I would think two things. Number one, that Black people are at least 60% of the population in the United States, even though we're only 12 to 13%. Because why? Because Black men are overly represented in the park. And I would think too, that is a part of our culture to do pay for play, which it is not. It is not. The majority of Black men in the United States don't pay for coochie and don't deal with prostitutes. That was something when I was coming up that was considered lame shit. Now, I've said it time and time again, and I'll say it, I understand why a lot of men choose to do pay for play. There are some men who would rather go pay a woman to stay about their feelings. Case in point, Lil Baby. One thing Lil Baby gonna do is go pay a prostitute. He gonna pay the woman, so put the money on the dresser and go on. He known for that. There are a lot of men who don't want to fake like they want a woman and they rather go pay. And guess what? I ain't got nothing but respect for that. Then you do have those men who that's all they can get. And again, get it how you live out here. I'm not trying to tell you to be celibate for the rest of your life just because a woman won't lay down with you for free. But at the same time, things need to be done in decency and in order. I don't give a damn what nobody got to say. Stop acting like you ain't never been there before and you ain't got no damn home training. There are simps when they're overpaying for boxes and some leaving marriages for the hey. But let's watch what was said.
All right, so I got a passport sister that we're gonna talk about right now, chat. Make sure that you guys hit the like button, man. Let's get her on the screen real quick. Get this passport sister some attention. So we got a
as if I asked you for your attention, but go ahead.
Passport sister. We can't call her a passport hoe yet. We're gonna see what she's got to say.
Some of y'all men.
Did y'all hear what he said? So he started off disrespectful. We gonna call her a passport sister. We can't call her a passport hoe yet. So you started off with the disrespect. First of all, that's not your motherfucking business. If I was out here letting every man run up in me, who is not your business. And it's not something that I'm putting out there, even though I'm not. I don't got to prove nothing to you, but if that's what I came here to do, it's not your business, and you're in no position to talk when you're on camera with prostitutes. How dare you, sir? Because one, let me tell you something, the difference between you and me, I'll never have to pay a man to lay down with me. Let's be so for real, and that's why you really mad. Even if I was out here hoeing and sleeping with everybody, I would never have to come up off of 1 single cent, sir. You mad because my struggle ain't your struggle.
She's out here in Medellin, Colombia. She's all right. If I run into her, I'll probably, try to see what's up. But, we got a passport sister here, man.
Who come to Colombia and you're all in my comments upset because I'm a woman here, an American woman here. Y'all are so lame. And let me be clear. I'm not talking about all American men. I'm talking about the people being lame in my comments. There are American men, believe it or not, who are not here for SMEX tourism. If you know what I mean, like they genuinely are enjoying the country. There are some who are here for both. And honestly and truly, I say get it how you live. If you have to come here to get what you want, then by all means, go where you are celebrated and not tolerated. I have absolutely no problem with American men leaving the United States and going to other countries and finding other women.
Where is her accent from? Can somebody pinpoint where this accent is from? I want to know where her accent is from. Where is this woman from? Said passport sisters are smashing the girls too. Oh yeah, for sure.
Y'all see how nasty ain't passport sisters smashing the girls too? Oh yeah, for sure. Y'all see the conversation is derogatory, and it's gonna continue to be that way. I'm not a lesbian. Here's the thing: worrying about who you screwing on, like worrying about who you sleeping with. You keep trying to, from the beginning, you keep trying to paint a narrative and put something on me that don't belong on me. Like before you even started my video talking about the women traveling for dick. I never had to travel for no dick. Sir, I'm sorry. Again, my struggle is not your struggle. I look good. Overweight, sure. Sir, I've never had to travel to go get laid. That's not my life. Nor do I like women. I'm finna fire his ass all the way up tonight. Cause it's the delusion for me. What up, babe? I'm gonna have to come back on your channel. I'm gonna be back soon. Mariah Sincere, you are right. Many guys consider pay-for-play lame in the Black community. Yeah, that's not even a part of our culture. This is a subset. Right? And again, do what you do, but like, that's what I'm saying. When y'all put it on the internet and you're the loudest ones, people always watch the loudest ones. It makes it seem like that's all that's in our culture, and that's not true. Even though most drug dealers was paying drug addicts for SEX and tricking on that neighborhood back. Well, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Travel for D than men. I think you meant to say sex because that just sounded crazy. But yeah, where's this woman from? Where's this woman from? Can like somebody pinpoint where she's from?
I mean, because truth be told, the American women don't want y'all. They don't want y'all. So, I mean, I'm not going to be one of the ones complaining when I know I would not date a lot of y'all. What are you supposed to do? Be single for the rest of your life? But that's not who I'm talking about. I want to address these men who are in my comments like, why would a American woman be in Colombia. That's a man's world. First of all, what men? Because this is not y'all's home country. Y'all are visitors. Y'all are immigrants. Y'all are foreigners. Who owns Colombia?
Why does she talk like that?
Why would you look like that, sir? And that's what I'm saying. Somebody like you should never get to roasting on nobody. You should never get to scoring on nobody. You should be the fuck quiet. You the person at the back of the bus when they get to scoring on people in school. You was the person that should have shut up and got quiet. Honestly and truly. Hoping that didn't nobody notice your ass was sitting right there. It be the nerve. It be the audacity. It'll never be attractive people, y'all. It's always somebody that looks unfortunate in the face that's talking shit. It's never anybody attractive. And I wonder why. I want them to bottle up that audacity and sell it. Take it from me, sis. I've been following this mongering space for a few years now. Homies Hub is the most delusional character. Very delusional. Very.
Y'all are foreigners. Y'all are visitors. Like she talk like she has to pucker her lips as she's having a conversation. That's what I'm trying to understand. Where is she from?
Colombia, and who runs Colombia are the Colombian people. And last time I recall, when Simón Bolívar liberated Gran Colombia from the Spanish, he did not do so in the name of African-American men. Let's be clear.
I like making my podcast. I don't like making short clips of my podcast. So,
see, I knew she was talking about black men. Yo, I kid you not. There's just something about black women. They just hate to see black men travel.
So he's gonna make the claim African-American women hate to see black men travel. Now let's be clear. The men that were coming in my comment section talking shit, all of them, well, I wouldn't say all of them, but I'll say the majority of them were black men. But again, this was not to all black men. This was to the ones that were talking shit. Do y'all understand? This is the one who were talking shit. Any black man that had met me here in Colombia, and I mean met me here in real life, will tell you Mariah be cool as hell. I've always been respectful. But guess what? If you come for me, I'm gonna stand for you. Period. Furthermore, he's making a statement, black women don't like to see black men traveling, and y'all are gonna listen. This is all projection. He's going to continue and has continued having a problem with me being over here as a single woman traveling. It's all projection, because I have never had a problem with any of these men traveling abroad, being over here, none of that. It ain't never been no, why are you here? Why are you coming here? Explain yourself to me. I don't give a damn.
Now, I know she's directing this to a particular set of men that are in her comments, right? And maybe most of these dudes in her comments are black dudes. As I'm watching this video, I'm trying to watch her video with an honest, unbiased view of what she's saying and her viewpoints. But it sounds like
you can't come at it honest and unbiased, because first of all, you went into it with the premise that women are traveling for dick. That's what you said. So you're already putting a narrative on me that doesn't exist. And you came into it ready to assess whether or not I was a passport hoe, meaning whether or not I was traveling over here to sleep with men, which again, why do you care so much? Is that what I was portraying myself to be doing? Is that what I'm talking about? Because I could understand that was relevant to the discussion. It's not even relevant to the discussion. You more worried about me and how I manage my cat than you and yours.
she's just mad at men in general being overseas, and they start asking.
Again, making stuff up. She's just mad at men in general for being overseas. No, I addressed the people who was coming at me. If I wanted to address men in general, I would have said it with my chest. I would have addressed men in general for being overseas. I have no problem saying what I mean and meaning what I say, sir. It doesn't never gave that. If that was the issue, I would say it. Point blank, period. Why would I care about men traveling and being overseas? That doesn't make sense.
Her, well, why are you here? And she's just like, well, I'm not like, I guess in her way of seeing it is like, why do you care why I'm here? Like, why are you here? You know what I'm saying? Like, I can be here. You don't need to question as to why I'm here. You don't need to question why I'm here as a person. I'm here to enjoy the country, the culture, XYZ, and that's more than
okay. So guess what? He's gonna continue to ask why I'm here. You just answered, sir. I'm here to enjoy the country, the culture. I don't understand why it's not clicking. Why you're not clocking it? Because he's continued to say over and over again, she's never answered. She's never given us a real reason as to why she's here. No, you just won't accept the answer, sir, because you're mentally ill. I've said it multiple times. I left the United States so that I could work less and have time to homeschool my daughter. I chose Colombia specifically because of the Spanish and because of the culture and because I wouldn't stand out too much here aesthetically. For example, I would never move to Mexico or Peru because people would just look at me and be able to tell. Here, they know I'm not from here when I start talking to them. They know my Spanish accent is not from here, okay? But for the most part, I can move around about this mug and it's not a problem. And I like it like that. And the weather and the infrastructure. It's like I say this all day long and he's stupid. Like he just can't accept it. And even then, I never owed anybody an explanation, even though I've been saying this since I got here a couple years ago.
Likely what she's doing. I don't think she's here to get her shit ran up in and cream pod.
Y'all see how nasty he is and perverted he is? I don't think she's here to get her shit ran up in and cream pie. Sir, again, this is lame nigga conversation. Like even men that, again, like I never heard men sit up and even refer to it like that. You're just gross and disgusting and you've never been there before. You just haven't. I understand. You ain't used to it. Because grown men that's out here getting it, they not out here talking like that. You know, they might sit up with their boys and talk about it. They not being like the way you talking about, it's just disgusting. You're gross. God. I know them prostitutes go home and cry after laying up with you. I know they be in the nail shop crying to their nail lady, traumatized as hell. Hey, Archie. Damn, they in here. Y'all better stop trolling my baby Mariah. I don't even see him for real. I see y'all from the other side of the fence. Hey, girl, what's up? I'm back. And I know this is old. I just know that I need to continue. Like, I need to continue to remind y'all how this all really started. Because if I don't, this person that is delusional, a liar, and not accountable to themselves is going to continue to run with the narrative that I got upset for no reason. And that everybody just beefed out with him because he just keeps it real and holds people accountable. It would have been different if he would have just been addressing specifically what I said and kept it respectful. That's not what he did.
Custard and hoagied by one of these Colombian niggas. I don't think that's what she's here to do, right? I would probably think she's here to save some money. She probably want to get her body done because it'll be cheaper out here.
Sir, you could have went with that. You could have went with that and left it at that. You could have went with she's here to save some money and get her body done. Cool. You could have ran with that, boo. Why is this such a Scooby-Doo mystery to you? Why do you give it that? You could have told yourself that and left it at that.
her. You know what I'm saying? She want to be able to just live her life, right? Freely.
She want to be able to just live her life. Okay. Leave it at that, sir. Leave it at that.
Now, I still always wonder why women decide to relocate to Colombia. My whole thing is, I know she's obviously single, right? Why would a single woman in her late 20s, early 30s be in Colombia by herself? Because it's like, that doesn't fit their mating strategy as a.
Again, this is what I'm saying. You're making the claim that I don't like that Black men are traveling, even though I'm addressing a subset of men who feel like I shouldn't be here. I didn't address all men traveling. Yet you are over here. Why is a woman in her 30s traveling? You know, you're worried about my love life. You're bringing up my sex life. That doesn't fit their mating strategy. Again, because you're so focused on chasing the cat that you was never able to get. And I'm talking about you specifically. Because I can look at them, and it's some men, they be fine, they get women in the United States too, and they still coming down here paying for prostitutes. Hell, they might have a girlfriend or two in the United States. I'm talking about you, sir. You poor, unfortunate soul. You look like struggle in the face. And you over here worried about me and my mating strategy, sir. I need you to understand this. I don't have to have a mating strategy. My life is not your life. Quit projecting shit onto me that you deal with. I don't care about dating. I don't know how many times I have to say this. I don't care about dating. I don't care about having sex. If God send the right person along the way, then sure, I'm open to it. It's not something I just sit up and worry about. You have to understand, sir, my life is not your life. I've looked this way my entire life. My entire life, I've gotten male attention. Majority of my 20s, I spent in serious relationships, 2 serious relationships. And then I had another relationship toward the end that lasted a while. So like everything you think I should be chasing after now that I'm in my 30s, I already experienced it in my 20s. I had a kid when I was 23. So I'm not one of these women that get to the age of 30, after 30, and I feel like my biological time clock is ticking. If I never have another child in this life, I don't care. I'm good with the one I have. I understand the responsibility that comes with it. I understand what it's like to be in a relationship with a man for years. I know what it's like to live with a man. Do you understand? And not that I hate or dislike men or any of that, but I'm not thirsty for things that I've already experienced because I understand the good and the bad that comes with it. So you're trying to make me care about some shit I don't give a damn about, quite frankly. You're projecting your concerns onto me. I already told homie, so he's evolving. He's turning into Giamo, another content creator channel that YouTube took down. It's only a matter of time. And here's the thing, I don't even wish that on him, but he's speaking on me, so I'm gonna speak on you. You look good, Mariah. I don't mind for paying for good. Boy, you funny, Swole. What? Okay.
Dude, it works perfect for you because you're gonna get yourself a little girlfriend or a little shorty out here, no matter what. But as a woman, why are you in Colombia for such long term? Why did you choose Colombia? I think that's more so.
Y'all, he done already gave several other reasons that don't involve sex. Oh, she got here to save money. She came here to get her body done. She came here to live her life. She came here because of culture. He done gave so many reasons just to come back to square one as to why I'm here. Because it don't make sense to him because I should be having a strategy that revolves around chasing men and chasing a husband in his eyes. Okay.
What like people want to know. Why did you choose Colombia, especially Medellin, Colombia? Why did you choose? This nigga said she's fine as fuck. Nah, she's nice. Nah, for sure.
He did so in the pursuit.
She can get a So me and her could go get some Frisbee and Coke. You know what I'm saying?
Ugh.
Of
Sir,
liberty.
I would never
Furthermore,
be sitting across from a man eating that looked like you in the face. It would only end in regurgitation. But you're not being truthful, Mariah. Women worldwide seek providers, and you will not find it in Colombia. That is not all women. That's what I'm saying. This is the problem with a lot of this content online, this red pill content and this Shira 7 content. It's both two sides of the same stupid ass coin. It's so many women that I meet that, yes, obviously, if you're a grown person, you should have your shit together, or else it's a bad reflection on your priorities. But it's so many women that I meet who are either don't care about a relationship, or if they do, it's not like, oh, I'm looking for a provider. They just want to be around somebody that's a good and decent person. We got to, like, this got to end. And that type of rhetoric is why these mentally ill people like Homies Hub get on here and have a damn audience. Because people feed into the bullshit.
y'all do a whole lot of capping on this app, because I meet some of y'all in person. I run into some of y'all in person, you know, when I go out of my way to go to the gringo areas, and y'all be all up in my face. All up in my face.
This robotic puppy is so lifelike, it actually fooled my neighbor who's a veterinarian. I've been a grandmother.
I don't doubt nothing she's saying. I'm gonna keep it a G with you. A lot of niggas be hopping on the internet. I ain't talking to no American women. I run into some shit like this in Colombia.
Now see how this whole video, this man ain't talked bad about my looks yet. This entire video. All of a sudden, when he see that I think he unattractive, he act just like an old high school childish ass nigga. And I've been ugly ever since. But like, it's all cap. It's all cap. You know how it is. He act like a little jealous ass female, like a little jealous ass hoe the way he talk. Y'all know how it be a chick that's fine, and then you got that one hating ass chick would be like, yeah, but her toes fucked up though. But she got fat ankles though. Like, sir, be so for real.
And y'all niggas be on it. I know for me, when I see a fine girl from the States, if I'm in Thailand or inside of Colombia, I'm still gonna shoot my shot. It don't matter. I've been around some nice Canadian Johns when I'm in the club in Medellin. Nigga, I've been around some nice little New York Johns when I'm in Thailand. Like, hey, are we gonna be in your face? Sure.
And I bet you not one was going. I bet you can't get an American chick to show her face on camera with you, acting like y'all go together or had something going on. It ain't happening.
Does that mean that your place can't get took by a local Colombian chick?
Y'all, it's the delusion for me. This man really thinks women are competing for him. He really thinks women would compete for him. Like, oh my gosh, I gotta do X, Y, and Z to keep my spot with this. What? Shorty, you really down bad in life if that's your mentality. Like, be so for real. What's up, Born Ready? It's good to see you back. Shout out to the chat. Salute to the chat. Y'all remember to hit the like button.
Shorty, your place could still get took.
And some of y'all could say,
I know this is old for those of y'all who are coming in. I'm just reminding people where this started. I'm gonna let it play, and we'll go on, because he got some new stuff he was saying about me that I'm gonna react to that I saw on Bates channel.
But when y'all find out I'm American, y'all still be all up in my face. Let's be very clear. I have no problem pulling American men here in Colombia. So what are y'all talking about? The thing is, everything with y'all is based on looks. That's it. Y'all want to get the most attractive woman, not saying I am, but y'all want to get the most attractive woman for the least amount of work and the least effort, or y'all want to get the most attractive woman that y'all can gain. And y'all know that y'all can't do that in the United States. And let's be clear, y'all are not gaming these Colombian women the way that you think you are. Some of y'all men who come to Colombia and you're all in my comments upset because I'm a woman here, an American woman here, y'all are so lame.
You finna finish.
And let me be clear, I'm not talking about all Americans.
All right, so I guess that's a video. What do you guys think? I think this was a pointless video, like somebody said. You look good, baby girl. Maybe you just wanted to be seen. You wanted to just talk shit, whatever the fuck.
Maybe you just wanted to be seen, sir. You get up. You. This is what kills me about men like this. Yeah, I'm going to the DR. I'll be leaving Colombia at 2 a.m. tomorrow morning, y'all. I'll be leaving. I'm heading out to the United States first because my daughter is going with her dad for the summertime. Oh, Homies Hub, I know that's gonna make you mad, sir. Oh my gosh. You know, I'm going to address this because you tried to make it seem like my daughter's dad don't fuck with me or is not in her life. I know you're going to be, I know a single Black woman that's going to be a baby mama at that is going to have the whole summer to herself. I know that's going to make you so mad. I'm going to be in the Dominican Republic. I know you're going to sit up and lay in your bed all night. You're going to think about how I'm going to be around a whole bunch of Romeo Santoses, you know, a whole bunch of like Dominican baseball looking players. And you're going to wonder who's screwing me, like, because that's where your mind is at. That's what you think. You're going to be so obsessed. Every time you watch me, every time you watch my lives, you're going to be looking to see what dudes that I'm around. Yeah, I'm going to be around a whole bunch of pretty ass, fine ass niggas. Oh, I know your heart can't take it, sir.
Fuck it is. Niggas is in your comments asking you why you're in Colombia. I don't think niggas is in your comments asking you why you're there. I think you ran into a couple niggas. They try to talk to you. You told them that you're from here, and the first thing they ask you is, "Why are you here?" Anybody that's there is going to ask you why you're there, and you know that. I really want you to tell us why you're there. I want to know. This is my personal theory as to why a woman like this is living inside of Colombia. Like I said, the cost of living is getting too high inside America. These women are not married. They don't have husbands. They don't have a man. They didn't work out something with someone. So they're struggling. So what they do is they find a nice little gig that they can work, and they find a nice little cheap place that they can live in.
Sir, and again, this is all projection. Ain't you in Colombia saving money too? Don't you got a nice little gig or whatever thing that you're making money from, whether it's YouTube or whatever the hell you said you got going on? Ain't you here coming down here to buy cheaper coochie? So why the hell are you so perplexed? Why are you making it like that's what I'm trying to say? This is our projection. This is all projection. Them Dominican men are going to tap them pockets, Mariah. They don't play. Too bad I don't give men money. That's just the rule. I don't give men money. Only time y'all might see me giving a man some money is if I'm like, if it's my homeboy or somebody that I work with and they're on YouTube, and I'll hit the super chat for sure. I show love because people be showing me love. But like I don't buy niggas. I don't have to do that. I need y'all to understand I really don't have to do that. I don't have to do that. That's not my life. That's not my struggle. Stop projecting. First drinks on me if I see you. Are you in the Dominican Republic? Where are you at? I'm gonna be in Santo Domingo. Okay, go ahead.
And they go and live in these countries so that they can basically, survive.
See this scratch?
Then what are you doing? Why are you here? So he said, I'm here because I need to survive. Why are you here and not the United States? You don't have to answer. I don't care. We know why you're here, sir. I really don't care. I'm just proving a point. I'm proving a point. By thinking you talking shit about me, you telling on yourself, sir. But I digress. Now, I'm gonna get off of that, and I'm gonna react to something that I saw on Bait's channel. Cause Bait, shout out to Bait, he tapped into a live stream where he was on there talking shit about me the other night, which is fine because I was talking shit too. But guess what? As much as you think you finna talk shit about me, sir, I'm finna go all the way in on your ass, and I'm gonna have a field day doing it. So let's get it popping. New content, y'all. Shout out to the chat. Y'all hit the likes. Thank y'all for everything. The likes, the cash apps, the super chats. I appreciate everybody. It's my birthday next week, my birthday trip next week. That's why I'm going to Dominican Republic. So if you feel it on your heart to hit the cash app for a birthday meal, hey, but if not, we rocking out anyway. Okay. So let's go to Bait's channel. Okay, now this is Bait. Shout out to him. And this was on his live entitled Old Travel versus New Travel. What changed? Philly Dom. Okay. Y'all, I'm gonna play this. Hold on. The Didi person is supposed to come here deliver my drinks. I got some energy drinks.
Then I finally
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Wait for me because I gotta go answer the door real quick. Wait for me. Give me a second. Okay, y'all, I'm back. This finna be epic. Okay, so we on Bait's channel. Got my drink, so I'm up. I'm ready to go.
Steve confirmed this for me 2 weeks ago. Do you guys know she's already been in the Passport Bro space? She was on Mentuition's channel.
So he's acting like he's exposing me. So yes, y'all, I went on Mentuition's channel 2 years ago. Matter of fact, if anybody would come on my channel, and I'm going to show y'all tonight, I actually did a report on the Passport Bros in Cartagena. It's not a secret. That it wasn't 2 years ago. I'm sorry. It was 3 years ago. And I went on Mentuition's channel and I never went back on there again because first of all, they was being lame during the discussion. Everything, you had the guy, Al, what's going to happen to you if your daughter, if something happens to you, where's your daughter going to stay if you don't have a man? Like men like this keep trying to convince you that you need a man. And though I'm open, I'm not like, oh, I hate men. I'm not open to a good man. But it's like, here's the thing. My daughter's dad is going to go with her dad. Do y'all honestly think all single mothers sit up and be like, I need somebody to help me take care of my kid? Why would I think that way when my daughter's dad helps me? And anytime that my daughter needs to go live with her dad, she can. If something happens to me, she got her own damn room at her dad's house with all her stuff in there. So all of this is projecting. I went on there, they're trying to project this image of a single baby mama who's the dad don't help out or don't mess with the kid. When my baby daddy will go to war with you and behind his daughter, quit playing. This is that mentality. You don't need a man, but your child does. She does. That's what I'm trying to. What do y'all want? What do you think I'm supposed to let another man come live in the house with me and my daughter? Is that what y'all want me to do? A man that's not her dad come live with her? Why? Why? And this is the type of stuff that makes me think men like this are obsessed with single women who don't have a man in the house and trying to shame us so that y'all can force us into putting our child in a situation that's not really safe or conducive. I don't have a boy. Let's be clear. I don't have a boy. I can understand y'all talking like this if I had a boy, but I'm a woman. I know how to raise a woman. I have a daughter, and she has a dad that she can go live with, stay with at any time, that provides for her. It's never been a problem. Whenever I need something from my daughter's dad, or like, hey, can you get her a laptop? She finna go with her dad for the summer. She finna come back with hella stuff and some money. It's never a problem with him. Matter of fact, for us to come back to the United States, he called me, he paid for her flight. You just get yours, I'll get hers. So this narrative that y'all keep trying to push about my daughter's dad not being in her life, it's insane. I don't have single baby mama problem, baby daddy drama. Sorry, I don't. I know y'all want me to, I don't. He is in her life though. And I don't gotta be with somebody I don't want to be with. I know y'all are mad. I know a lot of y'all get upset when women say that, because you expect women to. Sometimes a person can be a good dad, but the relationship is not compatible. It's worse for y'all to be together, and it's more harmful to the child. And I know a lot of y'all men don't like that because y'all want women to be in a situation where after they have a kid, they feel stuck. But I believe in God, baby. That ain't never gonna be me. That ain't never gonna be me. I believe in having a renewed life. I have faith. I have faith that my life will improve and things will get better. I don't have to stay stuck anywhere I don't want to be. Sorry, not happening.
Right now, I don't know where the content went. The content must have disappeared, which is lucky for her. She was on Men Tuition's channel, and I want her to come on stream and tell me that this didn't happen. She was on Men Tuition's channel talking about how she fell in love with a passport bro she met after 3 days.
Never said I fell in love with. Okay. So this is what he's going to try to do. Now, Men Tuition took the live down. I never asked him to take the live down. One of the reasons why me and Men Tuition fell out is because I did not know that they don't like women. Or I did not know their audience, which was my fault. That's why I don't do a lot of collabs with people, because I don't like lame niggas. Who I used to really rock with the most, and it's not that I don't anymore, he's just not on YouTube anymore like that, is AP for life. Those are the type of men who I like to go on their channel because they don't hate women. They don't really got this negative energy. So I was telling my story about how I went to Cartagena and I met a Black guy there. I wouldn't even consider him a passport bro, right? And we started dating and we dated after. I never said I fell in love or anything like that. We dated for a bit afterward. Why you feel like that is something to use against me, sir? People meet people when they date all the time. Are you mad because I can actually have somebody like me for me and I don't have to pay? Is that what you're saying? So no, I'm not going to tell you that I didn't go on Men Tuition's channel and say that. And I don't know why they took it down. And guess what? I said it on my channel before that the first time I went to Colombia, I met a Black guy and we started dating. And we don't talk anymore. We don't date anymore, but it's cool. I don't have nothing against him. What happened to me was he was dishonest to me about some things. That's it. Okay. But all of this, again, goes back to trying to shame women. It's like in one breath, you're saying I need to focus on finding a man. Now, when I was younger and I was more open to trying to do that, then you want to shame me. It's like you can't have it both ways, sir. Do I need to be trying to focus on finding a man, or do I need to be in the house not worried about these men like I am now? You can't have it both ways. And this all goes back to jealousy. This all goes back to jealousy and control. And when you're dealing with a man like this who hate himself and hate women, you can never win. There's nothing that I'm going to be able to do that's going to be right in his eyes because he wants to see me suffering. He wants to see me suffering. That's what it is. If a woman like me is not suffering, he is not satisfied. Salute to all fathers out there holding it down regardless of the situation. Facts. And me and my baby, we don't got baby daddy drama. Y'all don't never catch me on here bashing my baby daddy on the internet, getting back and forth with my baby daddy. None of that. We talked about, here's the thing with my daughter's dad. We already lived long distance before I came here. So we already had a long distance agreement as far as her visitation. That has not changed much since I moved here. Do y'all understand? So for those that are like, well, why would your daughter's dad let you? First of all, can't nobody stop me from doing nothing I want to do. Let's be very clear. But second, we were already living long distance from each other. So guess what? We had a long distance agreement. It was already dang near the exact same setup. So it don't matter if I'm here in the States. Their audience is your audience. You do understand that space you're putting yourself in. Not really. And if it is, I don't care. I don't care. Here's the thing. If you a lame ass nigga that hate women, I don't want you over here. Because I don't keep that. Same way how I don't have a whole bunch of weird females over here that just sit up and hate on men all day. No, if you a good person, I'm rocking with you. If you're not a good person and you a lame, I don't rock with you. All of that weird energy, I'm not here for that shit. It's gay to me. It's homosexual. I don't rock with that shit. Now, I don't mind the people that is homosexual out in the open, but all this weird pent up jealousy towards the opposite sex, that closeted homosexuality shit, I don't do that over here. Let me put you on. Intuition came from the red pill movement. Not my kind of content, but they do their thing. Al is needed for the space. Bro, I just wasn't rocking with it. I was not rocking with it for the way that they was doing stuff after this weird shit. You feel me? Weird shit. And if like this is your friend, if this is your homie, I'm already knowing what type of time you want.
Assured her that he wasn't hitting none of the prostitutes inside of Cartagena, so that she started giving up the box.
That ain't what he said. That ain't what I said on the interview. That ain't what I said. I never said that man didn't tell me that he was sleeping with prostitutes. He did tell me that he had slept with prostitutes before in the party. Y'all think I'm a damn fool? And again, you can't shame me with information that I put out there. This goes back to me not being a judgmental person. Just because a man told me, okay, I've slept with, well, now I've changed. I'm a little bit different. I don't know if I would date a man who has slept with prostitutes now. It would all depend. It would depend, because a lot of men have slept with prostitutes in their past, whether they tell you or not. Are you supposed to judge somebody completely off of that? Like, is that if women disqualify men because they've slept with prostitutes before, none of y'all would ever have a wife or a girlfriend. At least a lot of the men that are in these spaces on YouTube who travel and do that. If women started saying, we're never gonna date a man who has slept with a prostitute, then you gotta X out a lot of men that are traveling, especially if you're a person that travels. A lot of men will come. Robert, the dude that I had on here a couple weeks ago, said when he first came to Colombia, he was buying women, and now he's married and he's not. But let's be very clear. He told me that he had messed with prostitutes. So all of this, Steve, stop lying. Put the interview back up. Please put the interview back up. Put the video back up. Mentuition. Y'all, anybody record this, send this to Mentuition, put the damn video back up. And I honestly went to go find it the other day so that I could review it. Put the interview back up. Let's stop with all the hearsay shit. Put the interview back up. Y'all gotta understand, I'm a grown-ass woman. By the time I went to Cartagena, I had already been working in the strip club for 5 years. You think I'm gonna sit up here and believe a man trying to tell me he ain't never paid in Cartagena, telling me he ain't never paid for no prostitutes, and he never even said that. So I know I didn't go on camera and say that. So again, here he is gossiping like a female, when all Mentuition needs to do is just put the video back up. I hope they have it. Put it back up so I can react. I want y'all to put that shit back up.
To him. Now, let me break down why this whole passport hole thing came up that seemed to have triggered her. I've been telling y'all for months, because I live down here, these women come to Colombia, they follow black men, and they end up fucking on these black men. I've been telling y'all this shit. I
had one relationship. I had one relationship with a black guy who pursued me, by the way. I wasn't looking for him. He pursued me. I continue, even when we both went back to the United States, I continued to see this man in the United States. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure if I hit him up now, he would still date me. And now you making it seem like we coming out here looking for black D. Sir, again, you're delusional. I'm a light-skinned woman from the South. I never have to chase down any man for no dick. Are you black or Latino? No, I'm biracial. I'm black and white. Thank you. Say, I moved to Colombia for a better life and to have better options of women. I wouldn't waste my time shaming American women. In fact, that's what I'm saying, Tyrone. Like, here's the thing. I don't have no problem with a man saying he don't like American women or don't want to date American women. Fine. It's not compatible. It's not in alignment. But like, to be sitting up over here pressed that I'm over here and worried about every move that I'm making is insane. It's like either you rock with us or you don't, and you're minding your business. You feel me, Tyrone? I'm busy living my life, building wealth and dating within Colombia. I know that's right, and I'm not mad at it. Thank you, Archie. When you see Mariah, buy her a drink and educate her on our space. We need a female alliance in our hood. Here's the thing. I rock with cool people. I'm not trying to be up in a particular space, but at the same time, people who know me and been rocking with me for a long time know I'm not a hater. That's one thing I'm not. I'm not a hater. No man has to check a woman for D. Even the ugly one. Show don't. Show don't.
Seen this multiple times for years. I meet passport sisters, traveling sisters. I've done multiple videos on this. Every time I go to Cartagena, I run into a group of black women that are judging me for being down there whole time. Why are you?
Meanwhile, that's what I'm saying. He projecting stuff that he's experienced. First of all, sir, people who just gonna judge you because you a ugly ass nigga. Yeah, you just stand out because you ugly as hell. You just ugly. You just ugly as hell. But projecting all that, I run into black women that are judging me. I dare y'all to find a black man that have come out here and seen me in real life, and I had something to say. It's so much I want to say, but it's not my business. But anytime any black man ever come out here, and at first of all, I don't be running in packs like that. Let's be clear. And they done seen me regardless of what they was doing, if they was or they was not buying coochie. They gonna tell you Mariah was cool as hell. She was a vibe. Do y'all know there have been times where these black men out here started off looking for prostitutes, met me, and was like, but we just finna cool with her. We just finna chill with her. I remember I met these guys down here one time when I did go to Parqueyeres. It was like, I want to say this was last year, and I was in the park, and some dudes stopped me because they thought I was a working girl, and I told them, no, I'm not a working girl, I'm American. But then we started talking, they were like, oh, she cool. That's like, you wanna eat or something? Oh yeah, okay, it's a taco shop. When I tell you, I don't know what they did after I left, but pretty much they was there talking with me till their taco shop closed at the end of the night. And it was cool. They was telling me about their life, this, and that. And they didn't want nothing from me. I didn't want nothing from them. We went about our way. I'm not no weird ass bitch. I don't care. Like your content. Thank you, Tyrone. You dropped some good game when you was talking. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I just hate it when people try to make me out to be something I'm not. Only guys upset with women are the ones with no motion. A lot of these dudes are zeros back home. Him for sure. But guess what? I've met in my time being over here, I've also met dudes that do have motion back at home too. It's like you gotta get to know people. I'm just being real. You gotta see what's going on. You really gotta get to know people and talk to them. So that's what I'm saying. All this internet stuff is so weird because you have people like this. This is another reason why I didn't appreciate what happened after Mentuition show, because it was clear to me that they were trying to play to a certain narrative. They was trying to play to that part of their audience that hate or dislike women. And it's like, bro, I thought we came on here to have a conversation. And I had a conversation with y'all about passport bros that was both graceful and unbiased. And I told the truth. I didn't come on here to paint nobody in a bad light. I told what I saw and what happened, and I was fair in the situation. I was fair in my assessment. So then when I see that you're trying to paint it in a way to where you trying to play for the lamest part of your base that just hate women and want to see you dunking on women, I don't fucking like that shit. The whole time they trying to paint me into a corner or paint me into this narrative or put me into a box that I don't fit in. Absolutely. Family will do, but she's educated already. I might just sit back, learn something. Okay. You feel me? Like, and again, I'm not here to do none of that. I'm getting on Homies Hub because he's lame. But if you go back and watch my archives and all the stuff I've been talking about, I've been a person that try to see something from all angles. America ain't sweet, extremely competitive if you want bad bitches. I don't blame dudes who are traveling. I don't blame them either. Just don't come for me. I've been said, get it how you live. Like, don't come for me.
In a red light district. There are no niggas here. It's only women that are working and American dudes trying to find them some fine shit. And y'all be down here judging us. You know why they be coming down here? Because they're hunting us. And they think
this is the delusion. We don't have to. Okay, so let me tell y'all what happened. I'm gonna give y'all the whole backstory. Again, I would love for Mentuition to put the damn interview back up. So when I first started my channel, I was talking like giving common sense advice on like navigating the relationship and dating spaces. And it wasn't that stereotypical find you a provider man or, oh, I hate men or women need to be this way to get a man. No, I was on here talking about real shit. Like how to stop yourself from getting into bad situations. Like I was over here giving like, that's the reason why my channel didn't blow up at the time, because people don't want to hear somebody that talks in the middle, right? They want to see you do lame shit like the Homies Hub do. So if you're not on here constantly bashing women, or if you're not on here constantly bashing men, if you're somebody that can see like both sides and you don't really have no ill will toward nobody, that's not promoted, right? So I remember at this time, Austin Holloman was blowing up. Do y'all remember when Austin pretty much left Brazil because he was all on Brazilian news? And like the women were, he was a big deal at the time. So I saw the situation on Tasha K. So I said, you know what? That would be a very interesting topic for me to cover. So I was a teacher at the time. I didn't have anywhere to go. So for spring break, I knew I wanted to travel because I always did during that time, but I didn't know where I was going to go. And so I was like, you know what? Let me go to Cartagena and maybe I can get the full story. Mind you, shout out to Austin Holloman, because after I saw that and then I went and listened to what he said, I was like, you know what? I can understand why he's saying some of the things he's saying about American women. Now, I'm a woman, so of course I have a different perspective. I don't agree with it 100%, but there's room here for understanding and conversation. Okay, so what happened was I went to Cartagena, and on my second night there, I was really getting ready to leave because I was sick of people begging like a mug. Okay, I'll tell y'all the whole story. Even if Mentuition don't put it back up, I'm gonna tell y'all the whole story, and then y'all are gonna see that it matches up because I've been 100, ain't had nothing to hide. Put the information out there while he think he's exposing somebody. But anyway, on my second night, I met some men that actually lived there, some passport bros. I was getting ready to go. But what happened was I went to the coffee shop And there was this dude, he was Jamaican, and another dude, he said he was American, but I think he was Somali, right? And they were like, "Are you gonna pay for our stuff?" Because I was standing in front of them, and I was like, I just kind of played it off. I was like, "No," but I wasn't rude, and they was like, "Nah, you good." They ended up paying for my stuff. They knew I was an American woman. They knew I was a prostitute. We sit down and start talking, and they're telling me about their story. Mind you, I didn't ask them, "Are y'all passport bros or nothing?" Because that's fucking weird, right? I'm dealing with these two men as individual. So finally, after they're telling me what's going on and about their life, I was like, "Oh, y'all are passport bros." Not even on no judgmental stuff, like just on some, I'm putting two and two together. So they're like, "Yeah." So I'm like, "Hey, I actually heard about this story that happened with Austin. I would like to interview y'all or whatnot." And those brothers were so comfortable with me that they was like, "We got you. Come on." So we went to this other place on like this Jamaican spot in Laguito. If you've been there, then you know. I'm sure y'all know that's where all the black men live. And there were like other black men around the table. It was most of them, I'm gonna be for real. I didn't realize that a lot of these passport bros were married and had women or wives at home, right? And like I told them, I let them know I'm gonna go talk about this on YouTube, but it was a promise of anonymity. They're gonna be anonymous. I can't say the word, y'all. I'm sorry. Okay. Anyway, to this day, I have not revealed any of their identities. To this day, I have not said anything, right? So, and I even have a picture of me with all them and have not shown their faces, given out any names, none of that, because they trusted me with their information. So this narrative of I'm out here to expose the passport bros, no. I came to bridge a gap and get an understanding, period, to see what was really going on. Y'all were so busy in 2017, 2018, pushing men away with the Me Too movement, gave rise to shows like Kendra G, the Sprinkle Lady. But it's like, y'all have to understand. Y'all have to try to understand. I don't understand why a lot of men are upset about that. Same way where I said, women need to try to kind of see things from y'all perspective. It is a lot of women who have been sexually harassed at work. That movement wasn't born out of nowhere. So y'all can't hold resentment for that. Do I think some parts of it got too extreme? Yes, but there was a need for it at the time. But you can always go too far with something, either which way. So it's like y'all have to understand where that came from. But I'm not gonna get into that. That's not what this conversation. Is the main point of contention for Black men not to promote degeneracy while traveling? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. It used to be, I said this before, some shit used to just be barbershop talk. Barbershop talk. Men used to understand back in the day, it's some stuff we don't need to say in front of women because it's not socially acceptable or they're going to look at us different. Men used to have these conversations in the barbershop. Now you got this kind of stuff happening in public, and in turn, it's painting a picture of us as a culture that makes us look degenerate. Okay, some stuff you need to put behind a paywall. I don't think a lot of these new travelers understand that Black women have been traveling to Colombia for decades. Yeah, there are some who've been here. I met some got Colombian husbands. There's quite a few Black men, women with property in Colombia. Not even just Black women, just women from white or Western countries in general. Yes. The woman who owns this Airbnb is a white Australian woman with a Black Colombian husband here. I guess you could call her a passport sis. I don't know. I ain't calling her that, but so again, let's continue on with this lame ass narrative. Okay. So I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. So the dudes, I was talking to them and I was interviewing them and I was really listening to them. And again, this is how non-judgmental I am. They were so comfortable with me that they was like, well, let's go out. Let's go out. You want to see what we really be doing? Let's go out tonight. And that's how you know I'm not lying, because I'm going to tell you where we went. I think that night we went to, they was like, get ready. Meet us here. We're going to show y'all. We're going to show you what's up. We went to this club called Delirium. And y'all, Delirium, I like the music. I think the DJ was from New York, but I went into there and I realized that, oh, these girls are like, this is not a regular club. Like these girls is working girls. Like they standing around waiting to get chose or trying to find a customer or whatnot. So the dude that liked me, I didn't know it at the time, but I was out, like I was with the dude that liked me and one of his friends. I didn't know he liked me at the time. He did not, while we were there, he did not mess with no prosties because he was trying to get at me. I did not know that. And that's what Steve was probably, I don't know if Homies Hub is telling it correctly, but that's what happened. While we were there, he did not mess with no working girls because he was trying to get at me. His homeboy picked a girl and we all got into a shared taxi and they went back to their apartment and I went back to mine. The next day, the dude hit me up and he was like, hey, I'm interested in you. I want to take you out on a date. I want to pursue you. Now, we never even went on a solo date, to be honest, because the rest of the nights, they still wanted me to go. So I went to like VSOP with them. Space, all the clubs the Passport Bros go to, and I have so many funny stories from what happened, and I don't even want to tell it right now, maybe another day, because it was funny, but I was hanging out with them. I was hanging out with the prostitutes. The prostitutes was cool. They was a vibe. They was chill. We got along. I mean, I used to work in a strip club, y'all. I don't sit up here. I'm not going to be mean to the girls because they prostitutes. But anyway, ended up, we all had a good time. I met some Brazilian girls. They went out with us. Like, honestly and truly, if it hadn't have been, I was so sick of the begging that was going on in Cartagena. And Cartagena was like, it was hard to be there short term and find locals to make friends with. But if it hadn't have been for me meeting them and the Brazilian girls, because they really turned my trip up, I probably wouldn't have had a good time. But like, that's not a secret. I've been told y'all. What happened with the dude was, I'll tell y'all, I have no problem. We ended up still dating. When he came back, we both came back because he lived in the United States, but he has property over there. We ended up still dating, but what happened was he was dishonest with me. I did not know that he was still in a back and forth situation with his baby mother. Now, him and his baby mother are separated today. But because of that, I'm one of them people, like, it's hard for me. Like, once I seen that you was not given a complete picture and I've gotten over the situation, it's hard for me to like step back into that situation. Y'all understand? But it wasn't because the man didn't want to be with me or didn't want to treat me right. It was like, you're still closing a chapter. And that's not what that's not what I wanted for my life. But overall, he was a cool dude. Like, I think if he would have just waited until the situation was over with the baby mom and then tried to like talk to me afterward, then we probably would still be dating today because he was that cool. Okay, so that's the story. Shit happens in life. I don't have any animosity towards him. If I was to see him here in Medellin or in Cartagena or somewhere else, I don't hate him. I don't hate men because of him. I would speak. I would say, hey, we would be cool with each other. It's just romantically, it didn't work out. It was not good timing. And he tried to rush a situation without closing another chapter. That was the situation. And I had no problem saying it. It happens. Because the other ones were black. Most of the other ones was black. Why you keep describing them as black when they was Jamaican and Somalia and homie Nigerian? Them are Black American. Okay, but the other Passport Bros that I was around were black men. So I initially met a Jamaican and a Somali, but all the other ones, except for this old dude, I think he might have been Jamaican. And he was funny as hell, y'all. It's sad, but he was funny. He was like, I come to Colombia so I can cheat on my wife and not disrespect her. But he was like, I really love my wife. He spoke so highly of his wife. But he was like, I just want to cheat. So I come here so I don't disrespect her. And she don't find out about it. I'm like, she don't know? But okay.
American women that they have a better chance at finding the niggas that they want because they're isolated. All these women are prostitutes or whatever. I'm a regular girl. I'm this, I'm that, and that. So what women like her end up doing is they end up getting a buns clap just to find out the nigga they fucking is still gonna keep fucking on them prosties. And that's her story. She was in.
And that wasn't my story, sir, because nothing that went on between us had anything to do with a prostitute. It was him having unfinished business with his child's mother. It had nothing to do with prostitutes at all. At all. And let me tell you something. Again, this is all negative thinking and projection. There are a lot of American men here who do get into relationships with American women here because they do get tired of getting played. So y'all think it doesn't happen, but I've seen it here, especially with the parents. A lot of these parents in the parents group will tell you, we met abroad here, we met here. I have American women that date American men here, and the American men be trying to, here's the thing, the American men, when they meet us out here, they be trying to rush a situation with us. Not just to sleep with a woman, but like they be ready to be with somebody that they feel like gonna be honest with them. Now, me, I'm not in competition with these women. If the American men prefer the Colombian women that are regular girls, or if they prefer the working girls, I don't care. It matters not to me. That's, again, it's not like what he's trying to project onto me is insecurity that don't really exist within me. Eat them up, facts. Oh, if I ever see him in public, I'm definitely checking him. Oh, y'all think I'm gonna be quiet and scary? He definitely getting checked. Point blank, period. Definitely getting checked.
Cartagena 2024, fell in love with a passport, bro. Found out that he was still clapping buns despite what she told him. And then she started allowing him to clap buns. She started becoming complicit in the fact that a nigga.
That's the lie. And it's Steve. I want Steve and them to put the video back up. I want y'all to put the video of the interview back up. I never said I would never date a man and agree to him still sleeping with other women or sleeping with prostitutes still. So he's on, like, he's lying. And y'all, Mentuition, if you're watching this, anybody say, put the video back up. I even believe at that time, me and the dude were not dating anymore. And I told Mentuition that. And I told him, like, but he's cool. And he is cool. So Homies Hub is just making shit up. He's just lying. And that's why I'm so confident. I know I never said it, that this type of shit he's saying. I want Mentuition. I can't find a video. Because here's the thing. This is actually, I didn't listen to this whole thing. So this is my first time hearing this. Before I even heard this all the way through, I went on Mentuition's channel to try to find the interview. And I couldn't find it. I don't know what they did. I don't know if it's that they put it on their Patreon, like put all their old interviews behind a paywall on Patreon. I've been begging Mentuition to put the full interview out so that we can stop the lies in the narrative. And I don't know, again, Homies Hub, he lies a lot. So I'm going to give Steve or Al, whoever told him, the benefit of the doubt that Homies Hub is putting 20 on 10 and that they did not call him and lie on me like this. Because if y'all did, that's fucked up. Especially when you've taken the interview down and I can't go back and react to it. So please put it back up. All y'all that watch Mentuition, clip this, send this to them, whatever y'all need, put the interview back up. The entire interview. Don't clip it. Don't do no weird shit. Put the damn interview back up. Keep it 100, keep it a stack.
who's in her guts, digging her out, is also hitting other prostitutes, and all his friends is hitting all them prostitutes. And that's where her anger and her animosity for past.
No, I'm not angry. That's what I'm saying. I'm not angry. Me and this dude, we don't talk personally because we don't have no reason to, but we still cool. Like I think we're friends on social media. If I were to see him out, it would be nothing but cool. Like, what are y'all talking about? Even in the United States, do y'all think that, like, even in the United States, I have dated men who have told me before that they done paid at one time for some coochie. So what are we talking about? A lot of men have done that. I don't gotta sit up here in front. Thank you, Asner. I love your content. You really are honest and real about what you see. Homies Hub is just nothing more than just capping, lies, BS. No, I'm not giving him a chance. Because here's the thing. He sit up and continue to lie. And he over here talking about some conversation he done had with a man, gossiping like a bitch. That's why I'm so ready. I want so badly for Mentuition to put this damn interview up. Please do it.
Poor bros and black men come from, because she got played by one. So she's down here hoping to God that she could find somebody to replace that baby father that don't want nothing to do with her no more.
Lies. Again, she down here hoping to find somebody. Let's be so for real. If I was trying to find a man, I would not come to Colombia to do it, because Colombian men ain't really my type. So again, he can't understand that I genuinely came down here for personal reasons that don't have nothing to do with a man. First of all, and second, with the whole my baby daddy don't want me, let's be so for real. I left my daughter's dad. We were in a relationship for 5 years. So this wasn't a situation where we were in a relationship from time I was 18 to the time I was 23. I met him when I was 12. So this is not a situation where I had a baby by a random or a man that I did not want or that did not want me or did not a situationship. This was not the case. I left when my daughter was 6 months old. I left and I moved to a whole nother city and been standing on business ever since. We ain't never talked about getting back together. I never reconciled with him. I don't know nothing about his dating life. I can't tell you who he done dated since me. I don't know. I don't keep up with that man. If it ain't about my daughter, we don't talk about it. So this whole narrative, again, these are men trying to project what they want it to be onto me instead of what it actually is. And I don't know what to say to them because nothing is going to satisfy them. All they satisfied with is the lies that they tell themselves. I left my daughter's dad. That's the truth of the matter. I did not want to be in that relationship anymore. And since then have never even reconsidered it. And this was almost 10 years ago. Me and my baby daddy, that's another thing. Y'all like to think, oh, baby mamas and baby daddies still smashing. No, we ain't. Since I left, ain't nothing happened. We don't even, none of that. A lot of them ninjas attracted to pros because they all go to the same places and do the same thing, party and drink. Which, I mean, that's cool. It's the easiest thing to get at the end of the night. And again, do you, boo? Like, that's what I be trying to tell them, Tyrone. Do them. But you see how he more focused on me and an actual, like, real relationship or whatever the case you want to call it, a real thing than worrying about you and who wants you for real. You can't pay me to go back and forth with a woman, especially on the internet. Nothing P about that. He a hoe ass nigga though. Hey G-Lo. He's a hoe ass nigga. He is a hoe ass nigga. The problem is he upset because he could never pull a woman. He's never in his life pulled a woman that looked like me. I'm not saying I'm the finest thing in the world. That ain't what I'm saying. But you can't even pull. Let's say I'm a solid 4. Let's say that. You can't even pull a solid 4 out in the wild that just like you for you and want to talk to you for you. He can't even do that. But got the nerve to try to speak on me.
Right? He obviously want nothing to do with her no more.
My daughter's dad don't want nothing to do with me no more, but I'm on a flight because I really would just like to fly straight to Dominican Republic. But I'm on a flight at 2 a.m. tomorrow morning to go to the United States to drop my daughter off to go stay with her dad for the entire summer. She will be there. Shout out to my baby dad. Because of you, I can live my best life during the summer. Okay. But really, I just be working. Honestly and truly, when my daughter be with her dad, I just work more. Because like now, if I only want to eat once a day, I don't have to cook 3 meals a day. You feel me? I can just starve and eat at night. Mariah, I'm sending you a cash app. No shout outs, please. Don't give out my cash app. I sure won't. Thank you, Archie. I appreciate you. Shout out to everybody who's hit the like button, sent a cash app, participating in the chat. Salute to the chat. These ninjas be in the bushes, penny watching. I'm not trying to be famous. Keep traveling, babe. No, thank you. I appreciate you. The global homie, what up? And blessings to you and everyone from Long Beach, California. You're beautiful and I love your accent. Where are you from? I'm from Texas. You remind me of LA girls. Oh, thank you. I'm gonna take that as a compliment. I always like LA girls. I mess with you because I can tell you're real. Thank you. I appreciate that, the global homie. I appreciate real, recognize real at the end of the day. Nothing I've been saying is cap. Nothing. Leave homies alone. He doesn't know who his daddy is. Is that true?
You talking about the quality of men you hanging with. Your baby daddy got you living in a fucking hostel where you sharing an apartment.
First of all, I don't live in a hostel. My baby daddy ain't got me living nowhere because I pay all my own bills. Let's start there. My baby daddy and me are not together. So you can't put my life decisions on my daughter's dad. He don't have nothing to do with him. He has no say. So what? I'm not with my daughter's dad. What part of that is not clicking to you? It's not clicking. It's not registering to you that me and my daughter's dad are not together. He don't got me living nowhere. Second, I'm not in a hostel, sir. I'm in an Airbnb and I have a roommate. Whoop-de-freaking do. I'm not in a hostel. I'm in an Airbnb just like you're in an Airbnb. So are you in a hostel? I don't even think that you can bring kids to hostels. So that's what I'm saying. All homie hubs do is lie. All he do is lie.
With your 10-year-old daughter with a bunch of random ass Colombians, and you don't know what them niggas is up. You don't know who's coming in and out of that fucking.
I do know who's coming in and out. They've been here the whole time. It's been cool. It's the same people. I had another when they left. So what are you talking about? Okay, all that's left here is a little cute little girl from the coffee region. She like 22 years old. And all she do is go to work and come home. And she's like the sweetest person. So what are you talking about? So what?
Place. You don't live with no Americans. It's really not.
You don't live with no Americans. I'm in Colombia, sir. Why the hell I gotta live with Americans? Like, are we here for cultural exchange or not? You don't live with no Americans. Is that an insult? I'm in Colombia. What the fuck? And let's be clear. A lot of Americans here, American men will come here and get a big old house with roommates, American men, so that they can like work or do whatever it is, or like they'll have a big house so they can split rent or whatever case if they're trying to save some money. So what's the problem?
That expensive to live by yourself and make sure you and your baby safe.
But we are safe, sir. What has happened to my child? And that's what I'm saying. He's so weird, y'all. He keeps every single time he does a live, he brings up my daughter. And I feel like it's very weird. This is not a man that I would feel comfortable having around my child, because he is obsessed with my daughter. And he's been obsessed with my daughter since day one. Every opportunity that he gets to bring up my child, he does. And it's weird at this point. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It's giving like weird. And y'all know he be watching me on TikTok, recording my TikTok. Like he records and watch everything that I do. And it's like, bro, are you attracted to my child? Is that why you fucking so concerned? I got a beautiful daughter. Gorgeous. Are you attracted to my child? This is what I'm getting. You so worried about the relationship between my daughter's dad and myself. You steady bringing up my child when I'm like one of the most overprotective mothers. Definitely would never let my daughter be around a nigga like you. Part of the reason why I don't do a lot of dating is because I'm so focused on my child. But then niggas like this act like I'm wrong, or I should be like he said, she should be trying to find a man. No, I have a child to raise. I shouldn't be out here chasing after no men. If it's not coming to me organically. So it's gonna forever be up. What do y'all mean? Like it's gonna forever be up. It's gonna forever be up. Thank you so much, Archie. I appreciate it. I got it. Bless you. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's gonna forever be up between me and this dude. Yeah, it's disrespectful to bring up your angel. That shit ain't cool. It'd be different too, Jeremiah, if I was really doing something to my child and like people knew or you had some type of proof. But it's like, bruh, you just over here speculating and making shit up, bruh. You just making shit up, trying to paint something that's not even true or nothing that you have no evidence. Like, what? Congratulations to your move. I'm not moving to the DR, but I'm visiting. Don't let these low life convince you to bottom feed. Look in Santo Domingo or Punta Cana or Santiago for the more upscale places. I sure will. Thank you so much, Rico Young. You in the comments cracking up. I'm going to be in Santo. I don't know the area like that, y'all, because it's my first time. But I'm going to be in Santo Domingo Este, and I'm going to have some good stuff coming for y'all. Y'all are going to like it. Y'all are going to like it.
But I know that you have no cordial communication with that man because you said it out of your own lips that you got that nigga on child support. Does a woman who moves...
This is dusty behavior talk. I know for a fact you have no cordial communication with that man because you said it in your own mouth that you have him on child support. So because my daughter's dad is on child support, we're not on good terms. This is what I say. This is dusty rhetoric, online rhetoric, y'all. So let me be clear. My daughter's daddy is on child support. And the reason why he is on child support is because it is easier for both of us, right? For example, and if I had a son, I would tell my son to go put himself on child support. Why? Because how the law works is like this. You could be giving a woman money and you giving her money for that child for 10 years. If she get in her feelings over something, guess what? All she got to do is take you to court in the state of Texas, you know, where I'm from, and say that was a gift. And the court will see it as a gift because y'all had no formal agreement. Now, guess what? Even though you've been paying 10 years in child support, you owe all that back child support. It also protects the woman because if the man gets in his feelings, you don't got to worry about him not providing because he got into his feelings with you for some. The money is getting sent anyway. You more pressed about my daughter's dad being on child support than my daughter's dad. Matter of fact, when we moved to Colombia, before we even came, I offered to take him off of child support, and he said no, keep me on there. And not only that, my daughter's dad is not the type of man that's going to say, oh, you on child support, I'm not going to help you with nothing else with the child. No, absolutely not. See, you're trying to paint this narrative that me and my daughter's dad are not on speaking terms or whatever the case may be. But during COVID, I had to stop working, and my daughter's dad for a couple months made sure that my rent was paid until I could go back to work. And we don't sleep together. It was just off of the strength that he cared about his daughter, and that's where she was laying her head at night. So that's not me bragging or trying to say my daughter's dad is a tricker. No. He think about her first. There's never been a time where I can call my daughter's dad and ask for help. So it's a lie. It is a lie. Matter of fact, my daughter's dad just texted me today because guess what? For us not being on good speaking terms, I hit my daughter's dad up and it was like, hey, I need to send my debit card. I need to order a new debit card. Can I send it to your house? Of course. Okay. He just texted me today. Okay, I got your mail. I text him back. Thank you. So you're trying to project the situation onto me that doesn't and never has existed. You want my daughter's dad to be upset that he's on child support. He's not upset that he's on child support. My daughter's dad has never missed the child support payment. And if I tell him to go ask him to go break some extra bread on her, he gonna go break it. So my situation is not what y'all want it to be, and that's cool. Some of y'all just don't understand. Either you don't have kids or you don't really give a fuck about your kids like that. You more worried about the money than making sure that your child is good. So you're not going to understand the dynamic that my daughter and my daughter's dad and I have. It's not for you to understand. Just know we good over here.
Her child to Colombia and got her baby daddy on child support sound like a woman you want to be taking any credible advice from. And you are not brave enough to sit on stream and answer all these questions. You don't want to answer these questions.
Sir, I don't owe you an explanation. Here's the thing. Here's the problem with Homies Hub. He not getting it through his thick head that I don't owe you a fucking answer. Now, I explained it to y'all because since he brought it up. But like at the end of the day, if I want to have my baby daddy on child support, that's my motherfucking business, bitch. And there's nothing you can do about it, ho. And you can't hold me to account for nothing. All you can do is sit up on your live stream and make shit up and assume shit. Again, you finna be real mad when you see me turning up this summer because guess what? My daughter gonna be with her dad. So I want you to run that same narrative this whole summer. That's you. That's your mentality. If you had a baby mom and she put you on child support, you would probably be an asshole to her. You would probably stop fucking with the kid. You probably wouldn't do anything extra for the kid. You would probably try to use the child to control her and get her to live where you want her to live. That's you. It's not every man.
This is now your third or fourth upload, second live stream about me this week.
Sir, everybody that watch Homies Hub, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to speak on you as long as you speak it on me. Because what everybody know is, dang near every time you get on your stream, you got something to say about me. So I don't care. That's what I'm saying. He be so delusional and making it seem like people just coming for him for no reason. Not only do you speak about me, but your ass sit up. I can't go live on TikTok without your ass lurking in the bushes, recording some shit, trying to get some information and run back and tell it as if I didn't tell shit myself. Like a little gossiping ass schoolgirl. Why this crab ass? That's exactly why you don't impregnate America. Exactly why. Because baby, you impregnate me, you going on child support. Period. We not finna be having this back and forth. I ain't finna be every time I need some you gotta call me, or every time you get in your feelings, or every time. No. You exactly right. That's why I ain't had no more kids since. Don't get me pregnant. Don't get me pregnant. I'm not one of them women who gonna lie to you and tell you I'm never putting you on. No, you going right on child support. If we're not married, you're going on. We could be in a relationship and you going on child support. Because guess what? Thank me later. But just in case I ever have to put you on child support, the judge is not going to be like, hey, you're going to have to owe back child support for all these years that you weren't paying because y'all are not married. So I tell men straight up, if you're not trying to be financially responsible, if you want it to be a situation where you think I'm going to come beg you and ask you for help, it's not happening. You're going straight on child support. But at least I'm straight up with mine. Now you know. So don't be sitting up here trying to play those I'm going to trap her into pregnancy games with me. Don't do that. Because you're going straight on child support. Point blank, period. And it's not even going to be a discussion. Just know I'm going as soon as I possibly can to file those papers. Yes, I am. But I also don't lay down with men who I know have that mentality where they're going to be resentful towards you for having to take care of their kids. I would never date a man like that. I can tell off the bat. It's a pattern of behavior. Also, there is a big community of Black women expats in Santo Domingo and Punta Cana, so hit them up. Thank you, Rico Young, for travel tips. And you don't owe dry dusties any explanation. Enjoy your travels, young lady. Thank you. I appreciate you. Bless you. No need for that, because I'll just give you whatever you need off the rip. Man, that be lasting as long as feelings last. You understand? I don't play. This is when it comes to certain things like money, I don't play with feelings. Somebody could like you and want to be responsible one day and wake up the next day and not give a damn. I don't play about that. I don't play feelings when it comes to money. I don't play promises when it comes to money. I don't care if you've been consistent for years. You can wake up one day and not give a damn. So let's just get it out the way. If you was going to be paying and helping anyway, cool. Now it's just automatic. You don't got to think about it. Mariah's having a Dominican baby. Ooh, don't say that. Absolutely not. Don't do that. It's not going to never be me, sir. Black American women are... Here's the difference between me and a lot of these Black American women that y'all don't understand. I'm not going to be one of them ones who get caught up in them words. Mi reina, princesa, mi amor, cielo, corazón, amor de mi vida. No. Y'all got to understand, I grew up in the Hispanic, I was raised on I lived with my Black mom, but I grew up in the Hispanic community my entire life. I've been speaking Spanish since I was 10 years old. That's when I first started learning. Never stopped then. Always worked. When I worked in the club, I worked in the Latina club. So y'all got to understand, the same way that a Black American woman will go to these countries and they get swept up because they don't understand the culture or how Latinos are. It's not the same. That don't apply to me. These niggas, they cannot sweet talk me. They can't, because I've been around that my whole life. I've seen it my whole life. I know when a dude is trying to run game and he need a place to stay or he needs some money. I've been around it my whole life. Y'all understand? Deep in it. Especially when I used to work in the club. Thank you, Adonis. I love watching your videos, but something I noticed is that the Homies Hub is irrelevant amongst the other travel YouTubers. I don't want to waste your time with that bum. You know what, Adonis? I'm just responding. Honestly and truly, after I respond to this, it's really no more to respond to. But you're right. There are other travel YouTubers that I'm actually in talks with behind the scenes to collab with. So y'all gotta stay tuned. But like, I'm addressing this because these are like some of the most egregious things that he just recently said. Now, once you carry my seed, you all in as you should. Wait till you, yeah, I don't even be, okay, I'm not saying I would never date a Dominican man, but I'm not like, okay, I don't want to say that. If I have Dominicans in here, I'm not trying to be mean. I ain't trying to be messy. I ain't trying to be like whatever. But I be seeing how y'all be having a wife and like 3 girlfriends. And then some of y'all be having a boyfriend too. A lot of y'all be having a boyfriend too. I'm be honest. So like, I don't be, even though Dominican men are very handsome, they're like, them and Puerto Rican are like, to me, those are the most handsome Hispanic men, Dominicans and Puerto Ricans. But at the same time, in the back of my mind, I'm gonna be thinking that boyfriend somewhere in the cut. I'm not gonna have I don't want to have any more kids. I wouldn't have any more kids, to be honest. In order for me to have another kid, I would have to be with a man for a really, really long time. And like, it would have to be really solid. Maria, where did you enjoy working more at and why? The strip club or as a teacher? Strip club? Being a teacher was cool, but it was very stressful. I feel like, but what I will say is I grew a lot the couple years that I was, because I taught high school and middle school. And the first school I worked at, my boss was narcissistic. And that was so difficult for me to transition from being a dancer to being a teacher, because you have to be on somebody else's schedule. You have to deal with people telling you what to do and what not to do and talking crazy to you. And then like, a lot of people don't tell you this, but you deal with a lot of, I think girls that are at a certain attractiveness level have a very difficult time working in a situation where you have female leadership. So like the teacher was a principal, you got all them teachers hating on you and trying to cause hell in your life. So I had to really learn how to navigate in a professional way narcissistic people. Versus like in the club, you can work it's your hustle. You can work as much as you want to. You don't have to deal with people if you don't want to deal with them, if they're being disrespectful. If somebody makes you mad, you can cuss them out, or you can say what you got to say. If you got problems with a chick, you can fight her. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's going to call the police. You can whoop her ass in the club. Versus like when I had to actually move into a school setting, I had to learn how to play their games and maneuver it professionally and learn a lot of discipline and emotional control. But what I will say with the club, what I liked about it is that it gave me an opportunity to meet a lot of different people. It gave me the opportunity to have conversations I probably wouldn't have had. It gave me the opportunity to learn and watch people. I definitely learned a lot about men, but I learned a lot about women too. And I like that I could just make my own schedule. I like that I could go in and, make a lot, like you can make a lot of money. Like it feels like, honestly and truly, the best feeling in the world is when people are just throwing money on you just because you got cute that day. So yeah, I definitely say I enjoy being a dancer. If honestly and truly, if the club was still good, I would go back. Honestly and truly, if the money was still good, it's not good no more. The clubs are like brothels now. And I don't care who believes me or not. Homies Hub been trying to make it seem like I was a prostitute. I never sold coochie. And you're never going to find nobody that tell you that I sold it to them. Nor did I let people get extra feels or touch stuff they shouldn't have for extra money. I was the type of girl, I went in there, I get cute, I could dance really good, and I knew how to talk to people. And that's how I made my money. Honestly and truly. And if it was a bad night, I knew how to take my losses and go home and not resort to other stuff. Now somebody like me cannot work in the club because the economy is too bad. So there's no lane for me. It's desperate. These girls are doing whatever in the club to make ends meet because they have to be there. I don't have to be there. You feel me? But if the money was still good, I would still be there. I ain't even gonna hold you. Oh, why would you not? Even as a man, if you was a handsome man and you knew people was willing to come off of bands just to see you get cute and shake your ass, like just that, it's women going to the club shaking ass for free. That's it. Dominican men are not gay. They friendly. Okay. That's what they say. It wouldn't matter what type of woman I'm with. I'm just trying to build great memories and foundational legacy. Is that too much? It's not too much to ask at all. That's sensible. Mariah, it sounds like you only met off-brand Dominicans. No, well, it's not a lot of Dominicans in Texas. I'm talking about the ones from like New York and stuff like that. But I did hear the ones in the islands don't really play that homosexual stuff, but they still be having, a whole bunch of females. I love your content, but I would question the advice about how easily you can earn a U.S. living overseas respectfully. Can you clarify? I never said it was easy. It's not easy. It's not easy to earn a living overseas. You got to work for that. Even when I tell y'all, for those of y'all who are interested, I'm partnering with the company that there's a guy here in Medellin. He owns a staffing agency. If y'all want to do remote work and you want to work in tech, he owns a staffing agency. And it's with all of these companies. He has like 90 companies that are startup tech companies. And they'll get you, if you already have the qualifications, they will get you hired. They will get you interviews within the first week. And he wants to get you hired because every time these companies get a qualified candidate, they pay him, right? So he wants to get you a job. They have a vested interest, but if not, he's partnered with a tech boot camp where if you go through all the and I've seen all the training, the modules is really good. So if you go through that, then they will send you back to the staffing agency so that you can go ahead and get a job when you're done with it. It is an investment though. You do have to pay to do the boot camp, but the good thing is you can actually get a job after the boot camp. And if you don't like the company you work with, if you just stay with them for 6 months, after that 6 months, they'll let you reapply to other jobs within the network. Imagine being a dude working in an environment where the men are DL, click, and then you the opposite and not ugly. No videos about that, but I'm thinking of creating a channel exposed. It's you work with a lot of DL men. I mean, there's no right way to passport, bro. Paying for sex is surface level. Other cultures don't even have a word for a trick of John. And racists will stereotype us no matter what, okay? No, but here's the thing. Yeah, racists will stereotype you no matter what if there's a genuine race, if they're a genuine racist. But also, you can make people that would not normally be racist look at you in a negative way. Because at the end of the day, we're humans, so we recognize patterns. So you're not going to stop people from seeing what's in front of their eyes and what they see. And what I say is always try to represent yourself. Some things you got to keep it behind closed doors and in private. And you got to represent yourself. Even when I was a dancer, I never put it on the internet. I never advertised it. I didn't do that. Why? And it wasn't because I was ashamed or because it was a secret. That's just not what I wanted to. That wasn't the first thing that I wanted people to know about me. But everybody that knew me knew. It wasn't a secret. It wasn't something that I was ashamed. I just didn't make it my whole personality. And I didn't want to seem like I was promoting that to the young girls. Because there's so many girls that get like they dance and they're always showing all the money that they made that night. Now, that's a false representation because some days you go in there and you don't make no money. But some girls that's young and naive and they're not thinking like that, they would have came into that situation and maybe they're not as strong as me. For real. Like I remember one time, this is when I started dancing when I was 24. So I was like full, I was grown and I was mature. I went through a lot. So I knew I wasn't going to lose myself. But I remember there was another girl who was my age and she came back off the floor and she was like, is it normal for guys to finger, you? And me and another girl who had been working for a minute, we was like, no. And she was like, well, this guy was doing it and I didn't know what to say. I didn't know if I had to let him do it. And I was like, girl, even if you felt like you had to let him do it, girl, like, no, like quit this job before you feel like you got to do it. But like, it was in that moment that I realized a lot of girls cannot like withstand the pressures of coming with that job, or they've been told they gotta let certain shit happen. So I always understood my responsibility not to promote that, because just because I can handle this and I'm cutthroat enough to be in this environment and not let anybody take advantage of me, the average woman is not, especially when they're coming in this game young. They feel like they gotta go alone. Me, like if a dude even touch my thigh and I didn't want to, you getting a heel to the chest.
To keep addressing this girl because I could already tell that nobody holds her accountable. No one holds her accountable.
Here he go. Nobody holds her accountable. This is what I need you to understand, the Homies Hub. Nobody holds me accountable because they can't hold me accountable because I'm not accountable to them. Do you understand? I have a relationship with God. That's who I'm accountable to at the end of the day. That's the only person God in heaven and in hell to put me in. You can't, this is what you fail to understand, and this is why you don't understand why you fucking get into it with everybody else. You can't hold nobody accountable. Can you give your opinion on the things that they do or say? Sure, you can give your opinion, but at the end of the day, you can't fucking hold nobody accountable because you can't do shit to nobody. Let's be for real. You don't have no consequences to issue nobody. So you can't hold me accountable. I don't owe you shit. Hold yourself accountable first. Become disciplined in your actions and all that you do first. That's the problem with people like you. You want to try to tell everybody else what they should. You want to try to talk about everybody in their life, but you are not a disciplined man. You are not accountable to yourself. You want to hold people to a higher standard than what you're willing to hold yourself to, sir. You care more about, just like you were upset because I said the passport bros shouldn't be putting all that shit on the internet. Or I said that it makes us look bad when y'all coming in here with these big old groups. Like, obviously people are going to think this is like what majority of Black people are doing because they never seen, a lot of these people ain't never seen African-American people in real life. So it's like, y'all got to learn how to do stuff on the low. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. He got upset that I said that, and because he's like, oh, well, when she puts out these narratives, it makes Black men look bad. And it's like, sir, you're making you look bad. You care more about people observing what's going on than actually controlling the narrative through disciplined action, through moving in silence, through doing your shit on the low. I'm not saying don't do it on the low. You get on here and you have prostitutes all on camera. That's what the type of shit you promote. And you over here being a degenerate on camera, but then you got the nerve to try to say you holding other people accountable. Hold yourself accountable for the narrative that you put out there. Then you can come say something to me. Then come say something to me. But you're not going to do that because it requires something of you. It requires discipline. It's easy for people like you to sit up and start shit and drama with everybody else and come for other people and play victim. So you don't have to worry about sweeping around your own front door. Mariah, do you believe that working at a strip club degrades a woman to the point that any respectable, upstanding man would no longer see her as worthy of marriage? No, I don't. I think maybe 20 years ago it did, but y'all gotta understand a lot of the girls that worked in a strip club that I know are married now. I was in a relationship while I was in the club. My sister is married now, and she was in the club too. And she's married to a man that he owns like 2 restaurants, and he's been an engineer for like a long time. He got a lot of money. But he met my sister. Well, he didn't meet her at the club. They met at a poker room that he owned. And no, a lot of girls get married from a club. So it depends on the man. I'm gonna tell you right now, a lot of the men, like the men that I like today, they would not care about that kind of thing. Or they'd be like, oh, that's interesting. So I don't think so. A lot of the girls that work in the club are married. And you can say, you know, whether or not you think they're respectable or not, but a lot of these girls are married to men who have good jobs. My aunt, I had an aunt that worked in a club and she got married to a dude that was a chiropractor. He is a chiropractor. And they've been together for a long time. And she had 2 kids. she had 2 kids. And he met her with 2 kids while she was dancing. He met her at the club. He was a chiropractor. And, you know, of course, they got married and she stopped dancing. Closeted dudes be in management positions, pocket slick with wives and children. And yes, they are clicked up. Oh, wow. We could do a whole show on this. So what she's saying about Dominican dudes having a dude is believable. I can tolerate a stripper, just not a pro. Long term, of course. Yeah, most men, here's the thing. I think being a stripper used to be a big deal, but because the culture has shifted so much and because prostitution has become so rampant, not even just in Colombia. I mean, it's a lot of prostitution going on in the United States right now. That, like, a stripper is not the worst thing you can be. If you want to, let me tell you something. If you got a girl and she's a dancer, just test her. That's it. If you have a girl and she's a stripper and you want to know if she's selling cat or not, send a fine dude in there that's got some money or look like he got some money and tell him to offer her $5,000 to sleep with him. That's going to give you your answer. That's going to tell you all you need to know. I was passing that test every time. I just told you how to figure it out. Yeah, it's a lot of girls that dance. It's not the same job. It's a lot of girls that dance and they sell cat on the side. How you find out is you test her. If you want to know if your girl is a stripper, find a fine dude or a dude with some money and have them offer her an amount that you feel like it would be difficult for her to say no to. Not no little bitty money, but something, an offer worth considering. And see what she say. That's how you're going to get your answer. Well, hey, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. But I'm just giving advice to the dudes who date dancers. You're going to get your answer.
Accountable. Okay? Nobody does. Now she's saying she's not dating these Colombian niggas. She's not fucking these Colombian niggas. Of course not. Not when you look like this, for real.
Okay, so I love that he brought that picture up. I'm going to go on my Facebook and find that picture. So he's saying I'm not dating the Colombian dudes, not when I look like this, for real. First of all, sir, every time I walk out this house, these men is breaking their neck. But let me find the picture. He really thought he ate, y'all. He really thought he ate. Now, I'm going to find a picture and I'm going to blow it up so y'all can see it good. Because, sir, here's the thing. Even that picture, he had to find, matter of fact, he could have picked so many other pictures of me. He could have picked, I'm going to share this with y'all. I don't know what he went to, which profile. I don't know if he was on where he was, but he could have picked, oh, look at this picture. This was from, well, I posted it in 2025, but it was from really 2023. This is when I was still dancing. You could have picked that picture, sir. Let me make me small. So you could have picked that picture of me, okay? He gonna go cherry pick the worst picture of me. The picture ain't even bad, though. But let me go back. You could have picked this picture from when I turned 27. I know the ass is assing. I know it is. He would say I got a BBL. He would say I got a BBL. It's not. I'm not saying I wouldn't. I would get my hip dips filled. Probably am going to end up doing that. But he gonna say I gotta BBL. Y'all see on the cake, it says 27. 27. I'm gonna blow up the picture though. I just want to show y'all that there were so many other pictures of me younger, because he's gonna insinuate that I had a facelift. Hold on. I'm gonna go back and find all these pictures of me. Oh, this is me also at 27. You can see, I don't know if y'all can see my face. Face card still there. Face card still there. Only thing is I used to wear a whole bunch of braids. I don't do that no more. Face card there. Bodying. And I was not a small girl. I think I was like 185 right there. You know, since teacher up. This, I was like 195 there. Because that's another thing. He made fun of me because I lost weight. Because when I came here, I was 220, sir. 220 on me don't look like how it look on you, sir. I'm sorry. It don't. What else? Let me go back. This was me at 220, y'all. This is me at 220, 220 pounds. I was 220. Okay. I was 220. This the 220 he talking about. This the 220. No, in a Latina club. And sometimes I worked in a black club, but not really. This is 220. This the 220 you talking about, homie sub, where you be talking about, oh, she said it herself. Duh, nigga. Like, that's another thing. Everything he come on here, he be like, yeah, and she said it herself. Then what the fuck are we talking about here for real? How are you exposing me? Yeah, I said it myself. I was 220 pounds. Right here, 220. Yes, I was. Absolutely. Okay, I'm not saying that's good. 220. 220. 220. I'm not saying that's good to be 220 pounds. It's not. It's unhealthy. It's unhealthy, which is why I'm losing weight. It's very unhealthy. Oh, this was me in Cartagena, 195. 195. 5'7". Let's say I'm 5'7". 220. 220 is not 220 on a girl that's 5'4", sir. It ain't the same. I know you thought you ate. Now, let me pull up the picture. I just want to show y'all. Let me find some pictures, some close-up pictures of my face. Okay. So these are all old pictures. And of course, I had makeup on there. I don't wear a lot of makeup, y'all, because it makes me look older. That's why I don't wear a lot of makeup. It does make me look older. Okay. This is me when I was a teacher, one of my students. Okay. I don't know, but that 220 was fire. Yeah. Yeah, I was 5'7" and 220. I didn't say it's not an issue. If it's the issue for a man, then he shouldn't be with me. I'm not trying to convince. So you saying, Mariah, are you saying that showing your body to many guys every day and shaking your ass and boobs on men is not an issue for a future husband? If it's an issue for any man, he shouldn't date me. If it's an issue, you shouldn't date me. I'm not trying to convince nobody or nothing. If it's an issue for you, you shouldn't date me. It's really that simple. I'm not trying to change minds or convince nobody. If it's an issue, then we shouldn't date. I don't got no problem with that. I'm not trying to convince nobody a shit. Do you hear me? But what I am saying is, it's a lot of men that it's not what, like, they don't care the way y'all care. It's a lot of men that's out here. I'm trying to find that picture. This right here, about 190. Okay. Now, let me find a picture when he was like, yeah, you can't date Colombian men because you look like this for real. Okay. I got to really go dig down and find that picture. Okay, this is when I was skinny, y'all. I got to show y'all. This is like right before I had my daughter. Let me blow up my face, okay? Because he trying to insinuate that I was ugly or something. I don't know what he trying to insinuate, for real. It's down a mess. I'm just trying to like make the point that I've been fine all my life, sir. And thank you for thinking that I had plastic surgery. That means I'm really out here. Oh, okay. Okay. So I've been pretty all my life. I've had this face all my life, sir. This was before filters. Y'all see that face? This was before filters. Okay. So this was before filters and all that shit, right? Now, let me find a picture that he's talking about. This is before filters, before bad bitch culture, before any of that. I'm trying to find the pictures. I can't find that picture, y'all. Because I want to blow it up so y'all can see what he's referring to. Here it is. Okay. So this was the big moment, y'all. He was like, yeah, you're not going to find a Colombian man when you look like this for real. I don't understand. First of all, let's be clear. I had a photo shoot that day, so my face has a lot of makeup on it. And the girl that did the makeup, she does heavy makeup, almost like drag makeup. I love her, but it's true. So you picked a picture with me and a whole bunch of makeup on out of all these pictures and said, I can't find a Colombian man because I look like this for real. Make me understand. Now, mind you, I have no makeup on right now, y'all. I have lip gloss on. This is you're putting up a picture of me with a whole bunch of makeup on, draggy makeup on, and versus this is my real face. And you're saying, do you look like this for real? Sir, make that make sense. And even then, a bitch was fine. I ain't even gonna hold you. And like, I still look better than you. Make that make sense. This was the big reveal that you had to show to your audience. This was the picture that was supposed to make me gag, cry, and run off the internet. Fellas, can y'all, like, maybe because I'm a woman, I'm seeing this different. So I look older in this picture because I had makeup on, and the narrative is I went and got a facelift. Let me show y'all, hold on. When here's me, I don't have no makeup on. I have this is my lip gloss. And I got my lashes done. This is a fresh washed face with absolutely no makeup on. And I must have came here and did something to my face. Sir, thank you. I'm gonna take the compliment where I can get it. It looked like I'm aging gracefully, looking good out here. But even then, this was the big reveal. This is what you look like for real. As if I was over here looking busted and ugly in this picture. No, the makeup just makes me look older. A bitch still look good. Mariah, are you okay with your daughter following your footsteps of becoming a stripper? Oh, no. That's why I'm going to tell her about my experiences there when she's old enough to understand. But guess what? She won't have to be a dancer because I literally came from nothing. I literally came from nothing. I had to do that. I literally came from nothing, and it was just a stepping stone. I didn't have that support. My daughter not gonna need to do that because she got a daddy she can go live with. She can come stay with me. She has support. She got a whole African family over there that she can lean on. I don't have any of that. I did not have any of that. The hate is real. Yeah. I'm like, I'm waiting on him. First of all, I knew he wasn't gonna be able to come up with nothing that made any sense. Cause it's like, even then, let's say I really look like that. Even though it's makeup, that's what make people think some people are slow. You can't tell I got on makeup. You can't tell I got on braid hair. That's not even my real hair. Like, this is my hair, sir, growing from my scalp. I don't got no wigs or extensions on. You couldn't tell. This was the big reveal. This is what's supposed to have me crying. It's just slow. Boy, I'm gonna eat your ass up every single day. It's just slow. Let me go back to the video though. Because when I think that, I was like, sir, what? Okay. Let me go back to the other video.
Of course not. Not when you look like this, for real.
I'm still gagged that he said not when you looked at this for and pulled a picture up, sir. On my worst day, you couldn't fuck with me. On my worst day, you're still not on my level. On my worst day, you're still not on my level. So what does that say about you, sir? This nigga desperate, reaching for anything. He thought he ate. And let me see if his chat even checked him. Let me see. Let me go back and look at the chat.
Since the day you were born, a guardian angel was assigned to you.
Paying.
He's been watching over you, trying to guide.
I'm sick of paying for subscriptions.
This what you look like. So now, let's pull up the
Hear
video.
about somebody tell some damn he roasting her for what? And half of the dudes in his chat talking shit. Let's say that's really what I look like. Can you pull a woman that looks like that? Because if you can't, then shut up. If you can't pull a woman that looks like that, be quiet. I'm not talking about pay for play. I'm talking about real life in the wild.
That I did my response to. And don't worry, chat. Everybody's going to get it tonight. Hit the like button.
You ain't giving shit to
Everybody's
me.
going to get it tonight. Everybody is going to get it tonight. I do not care if y'all do not like me in this space. I don't give a fuck. All of you niggas come off YouTube. I don't care.
I wouldn't give a fuck if I look like you either.
I got people that love me. I got people that rock with me. I do great things. You know what I'm saying? I could care less.
Somebody said, look, here's somebody go in the comments. She is cute. What did she do? Okay. So you didn't eat the way you thought you ate, sir.
This shit is about optics. None of these people are real because these people got a lot of shit to hide. Homies Hub don't got shit to hide. That's why I share my.
Sir, who got shit to hide? You're not talking about me. Because again, everything that you have brought to YouTube, I already put it out there. You even have to say, she's already said this, or she said it in her channel. It comes from you stalking everything that I do. This is how you get your information. Even with the whole situation with the men tuition video, Steve, and then they took that video down. They took that video down. I gave them an interview about what was going on in my life. It was information I put out there. So you in one breath, because he said before, oh, she comes on here and she overshares. In one breath, I'm oversharing, and in the next breath, I got shit to hide. What is it? Furthermore, you're picking a picture that I have on my public profiles that anybody can see. So if I was ashamed of it, it wouldn't even be up there. Be so for real. This is what I'm talking about. This nigga so delusional. I don't understand.
My whole life with y'all. I be sharing my whole life with y'all. I don't care. You guys want to have something on me so bad, and you can't.
Here's the thing with Homies Hub.
Because I'm not a serial cat.
I don't want to have anything on him. I only respond to the shit he says about me. If you've ever heard me, seen me go digging for information about him, put a 1 in the chat. Call me out right now. If you've ever seen me go digging for information, if he's not talking about me, I don't even listen to what he has to say. I don't care. He literally even made a video where he was talking about, I don't do my research on him and I don't listen to what he has going on. You're right. You're a non-factor, sir. I don't care about your personal life. I don't care to dig up dirt on you. People was coming in my chat talking about some party you had. I don't even want to go see the damn party. I don't care who went. I don't care who didn't go. I don't care what type of girl. I don't give a fuck. I don't care to try to dig up shit on you because you're irrelevant in terms of your personal life. But what you speaking about me on the internet, I'm going to address it, hoe ass nigga.
Rapper. But y'all.
I don't even care, people. Oh, he's going to get taken off the internet. Woo-de-woo. I don't care. He can prosper in this mug. I hope you prosper, sir. I hope you make as much money as you can. But speaking on me, I'm gonna speak on you, period.
Y'all niggas is serial cappers. Y'all niggas is some serial cappers, boy.
Somebody said, Homies Hub, she ain't ugly. I'm sure most people would chop with no regrets. That's what I'm saying. You sat up here and thought you was gonna show a picture of me looking like this with a face full of makeup on to your audience, and you thought people was going to get in the comments and score on me, sir. This is the worst thing you could find. But again, I wasn't worried about it to begin with because I knew you wasn't going, I'm not ugly, sir. I'm not ugly. I know you want me to be. I know you want your struggle to be my struggle. I know that it eats you up inside.
So now let's get into this video where I'm gonna break down and show you guys that this woman literally hates black men. All right, so let's go into the next.
Now he's trying to paint the narrative that I hate black men because first of all, because I said that people are starting to notice that black men are coming here in these big ass groups. And so immigration is discriminating against black men here. That's true. If you've ever worked in law enforcement, they make profiles of people who fits the description. And yes, it's a whole bunch of other races of men coming here. And if you go on my TikTok, you will see I talked about that guy that came down here and he got chopped into pieces in Bogota because he was a white man down here. And the story from coming out of Bogota, this is all allegedly, is that he was down there looking for kids. I also talked about Sam McVeigh, who was down here looking for kids. And people still got mad either way. But I've also been truthful with y'all because I've talked to the locals. I see what the immigration line looks like, and I see what parquilleras look like and said, yes, y'all are getting profiled. People do think of y'all in this way. It's true. It's not hate. It's real. And if black women were coming down here wilding out, you better believe I would get on the internet and be the first one saying, y'all making us look bad because y'all wilding out over here, doing X, Y, Z, acting a damn fool. I've got plenty of videos on here because I used to do politics criticizing black people in general. It don't got nothing to do with man or woman. Here's another. Do you only have smoke for black men? Do I have to pull the receipts, AG Low, of me reporting on white men here in Colombia? But here's the thing, people get upset either way. That boy is a clown. Does anyone really think that he gets women half as good looking as you? Thank you. Anyone could tell he just wished that he could be with you. Like, it's all projection.
Segment of this video.
Let's see where he says she
and
hates
let's
black
talk
men.
about a girl that clearly hates black men. Get your popcorn.
He's trying to make a narrative also that I hate black men because he got upset because I said he looked like a baboon. And he do. I don't care. It don't got nothing to do with him being black. Do y'all see that bottom lip hanging the way it do? I date black men. I date attractive black men. I don't know why. It's just like this every time. And this don't have nothing like, this is not a skin color thing. Every time somebody is unfortunate looking and they find themselves on they get the short end of the stick in society, they try to make other people's problems their problems when it's not. This is not a black man problem, sir. You're unattractive. You know who else looks like a primate? I've said this before. I'll say it again. The white man, Casey Redbeard. He looks like a white monkey. I don't care what nobody says. He has the facial features of a monkey. I don't give a fuck, right? And people can call it what they want to call it. So he'll try to say like, oh, it doesn't matter if she dates black men. There are a lot of racist women, white women who date black men. But when they get mad, they call them like the N-word or a monkey. And okay, that's cool. I've never done that. None of the black men that I've ever dated will ever come out and say that when I got upset with them, that I called them the N-word or a monkey, because they didn't look like it. They were attractive. And like, like, my mom is black. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? There is not going to be not one black man that I've ever dated who's going to say when Mariah got mad, she called me XYZ. Because that's not even something that I do in relationships. I wouldn't be dating you if I didn't think you were attractive. Let's start. I'm not one of them insecure ass women who only date men who I find to be unattractive so I can pick at their self-esteem when I get upset. If I was to say these men was ugly, I would be lying. So I don't say that because it would not be true, sir.
The Keith's evidence is about to get ridiculous. I want you guys to hit the like button. The Keith's evidence is about to get ridiculous. And I want to say this too, Pop. I've been warning.
Here's somebody in Bates chat. Homies Hub is the goofy nerd that didn't get played and wants to shit on people. Facts. He's a hater. He be online in this space, as he said, finding people to hate on.
You to step away from that nigga. I've been warning you to mind your own business. Maybe you don't watch the live stream. Start asking the community how many warnings the Homies Hub is giving. I've been warning you, Pop.
Or what you gonna do?
I've been warning you to back the fuck up, because you gonna let that old ass nigga fuck you up. I'm telling.
All Homies Hub, here's the thing. I don't know these people he talking about, but I don't believe a word he says because all he fucking do is lie. Casey Redbeard and Homies Hub think they do. Casey Redbeard look like his breath stain. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Them white men that be musty and dry, like dry mouth and breath be funky. That's what Casey look like. And I don't give a fuck who tell him I said it.
I'm telling you. A lot of the content creators in this space that are
car accidents can be very scary.
Sorry, y'all.
It can feel like the world's crashing.
Around me and your age are not about to be fucking with you if you keep standing next to that nigga. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, you're gonna get hit with a jab tonight. You're gonna get hit with a jab tonight. We're gonna bring out nothing but evidence, and y'all gonna see the perfect picture I'm gonna paint for all you niggas, for all these niggas.
Oh,
right?
Sookie now.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
So I guess here he's going to try to paint me as a hating black man. Okay, let's see what he has to do.
Black man coming back up. I appreciate you coming to the debate, brother.
Let's see.
You definitely should have picked the day that you wouldn't have to spot again, because
this is supposed to prove that Mariah hates
this
black
is what
men.
he's gonna pull up to prove I hate black men.
Video as if she doesn't have 5,000 likes on this video. She thinks no one is going to do a reaction and challenge her thoughts. She don't like black niggas.
Part 3, bringing a box of rubbers to Colombia will get you denied entry into the country. And I mean what I said. Now, if you look at part 2, I talked about how a lot of the times the search is random. They have to suspect you of coming here for that purpose. Now, what are some things that will lead them to suspect you for coming for that purpose? I'm going to be purposely honest. A huge group of men, particularly a huge group of darker complected men. I'm just being honest.
Okay, so this is gonna prove I hate black men because I told the truth. I told y'all why y'all getting selected for searches and getting questioned and pressed that hard. It's the truth, whether I said it out loud or not. Because here's the thing, when it's happening to these groups of black men and they're getting denied, they can say, oh, I was racially profiled, but I can't say you're getting racially profiled. What you want me to say? It's true. Y'all getting racially profiled, and when y'all coming in big groups, and another group of people who getting racially profiled is Indian men, because they coming down here on that type of time. They be on some other type of time too. Okay? I'm supposed to get up here and lie? So y'all can say it when it's happening to y'all. Then y'all are like, oh, immigration being racist and racially profiling. But when I say they racially profiling, then it's a problem. Make it make sense. They still wearing matching outfit. No, not at the airport. Not at the airport.
Why do I say that?
Now, at first, I want to give her the benefit of the doubt here. She's trying to say
Facts,
migration is racially profiling. And some of us like to believe that. I'm going to tell you, I don't think they're racially profiling. I think they're profiling you by your passport status. But
no, sir. You don't be dumb. Don't be dumb. Don't be dumb. They are racially profiling. You got to be the dumbest person in the world if you think local Colombians ain't going to that park and they not seeing what's happening and they're not putting Black American men into a category. That's not realistic. That's not realistic. And again, that's why I keep saying it's not what you do, it's how you do it. If y'all was just coming as solo travelers or coming with a friend and y'all were participating in like the other activities, but still engaging in the prostitution, but being more discreet about it, or maybe going where, not even to the park, because honestly, it's safer to go to the brothels. I'm not encouraging, I'm just telling you, it is safer to go to the brothels. If y'all were doing that, then I don't even think people would blink twice. Y'all coming down here doing it big. Do you hear me? Doing it big. In Cartagena, throwing money. Some of y'all coming down here with chains, coming in groups of like 10 dudes. Y'all know what the Colombian maids say that y'all do? They say that y'all sleep, and they telling their friends. They saying all y'all do is stay up in them hotels or them Airbnbs, and y'all be sleep to the middle of the day. Then you go get some brunch. Then you outside to the park and find a chick. And then y'all sleep in. And it's like y'all doing it like it's a rinse, wash, repeat thing. You got to be the dumbest person on earth if you don't think that law enforcement and migration is not creating a profile of somebody who fits the description of a sex tourist. That's not how it goes. That's not how it goes. Do you think they believe that you're coming here? And here's the thing. There are Black men who are coming here and they not on that. There are. But if you think that migration can't look and tell and know the difference, then I don't know what to tell you, baby. If that's the case, you got to be slow. You really got to be slow. Off topic, but it feels like policing. When did I police male sexuality? I never told y'all. Here's the thing. I don't have any authority to tell y'all that y'all can't go sleep with prostitutes. Nor do I care. Y'all are not my man. I don't care. It's about the representation of not just Black Americans, but primarily Black Americans, right? But of Americans. And then y'all can't complain when y'all really can't complain when y'all say, when people are like, oh, everywhere we go, people are judging us or talking shit about us or whatnot. And it's like, bro, you can only control the controllables. Control the controllables. Control what you can control. Then if they still talking shit, it's not based upon anything. It's not founded upon any. You can't stop people from talking shit. But like, don't nothing feel better than when somebody talking shit and you know they full of shit. Some men struggle, some don't. Different paths, same male urges and temptations. Judging one group while excusing another feels inconsistent. Who did I excuse? Let's start there. What group did I excuse? And when did I say don't pay for prostitution? I never said that. And if I did, I want you to clip it and send it to me. Because I've never said don't pay for prostitution. I've never said it. I've always said go where you can win. I've always said, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if it's a comprehension issue. I have to remind myself that like the average IQ of the American people is 100. And then y'all got to remember, 75, you're considered medically retarded. So that's not that far off.
It's like, okay, black men, be careful bringing condoms because they're racially profiling. So this is coming across like a good warning from a sister trying to help us out. But then keep listening to what she's saying.
Well, your common sense would tell you that. If you go to Parqueyeres, that's all that's up in the park.
And that was my problem. And
what was your problem? Did I tell the truth? Did I tell the truth? This is why I don't do no lame stuff like go film what's going on in the park. But let's be clear, if I go film in the park at like on a Saturday or Friday night, black men are going to be overly represented. Yes, y'all are. Yes, y'all are. Yes, y'all are. So what's the problem with what I said? If y'all don't want to be overly represented, don't come in big ass groups and gather in the park with the girl. Like, don't do it. Hell, go to something more private and more exclusive. Go to the brothels. This is my problem with I said the truth. So you got a problem with the truth? And that was me hating black men by telling the truth? Y'all know, don't play dumb. My black men that's here and y'all been here and y'all go to the park, y'all know I'm telling the truth. You know I ain't told not one lie. That's embarrassing getting turned away at the airport. It is. It is. Salute to the black men that goes there and conduct themselves well. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let me tell you something. I've seen a black man come there and it wasn't like he wasn't getting his. He did. But he was like, baby, I'm not going to be looking for nothing in this park. He found something right on the street. Like when we was walking, we was in La Setenta. He went, started macking. Because he said he was a Memphis dude. So he like, baby, I'm not, you know how some of them, them country dudes be, they not paying for no cat. He was like, I'm finna get what I can pull out here. And he sure did, took her home. But like the whole time he was conducting himself, he wasn't out here just wowing. You feel me?
This video.
Yeah, me and Mariah talking on the back end, we're going to see. I'm going to try to get her to do one day a week with me permanently. So we're going to run a show.
Consider that, babe, if you're watching.
Whenever she's free, Monday through Sunday. Whenever she's free, we're going to run a show permanently on one of those days together.
I would consider that.
Because our numbers did good on that last live we did.
You don't go to Parqueyeres, right? How do you know what's all up in the park? The only thing you see when you come overseas is black men. That's why you was fucking on a black nigga when you first got the Cartagena. That's why.
Is that supposed to be an insult? First of all, you don't know what the hell I was doing, sir. And I'm saying he's so focused on who I'm sleeping with. So it's like in 1 minute, you want me to hate black men. Then when I was dating a black man, now you want to use that as an insult. Now, I gotta say this for the slow people in the back. I don't go to Parqueyeras. I don't. Have I been there? Yes. That's how I know what goes on there. But again, out of the 2 years that I've been here, I can literally count on my hands how many times that I've been. If it was like even 4 times, I don't even think it's been that many times. So it's the difference between I've never been and I don't go. I literally don't go. When people be like, let's go to Parque Lleras, no, I would rather go to La Setenta. As far as the black men that y'all see me around, I have to continue to say this because he feels some type of way that I'm hanging out with some of the other black expats here. Let me be very clear. I'm not hanging out with these men because I sought them out. Every single one, again, and this is how he knows because he's constantly stalking my Instagram because that's the only way that you would see it. He's a stalker. And it's information I put out there. All of those men that y'all see me hang out with, and this is not to try to call them thirsty or put myself above them and them below me, they all hit me up first. Not on some trying to holler at me, not on some trying to smash. It was on some, you have this going on, I have this going on, let's collab on this. Or you got this going on, I got this going on. It seems like it's in alignment. You want to hang out? I didn't start hanging out with them because I was running to black men for protection. Hell, even now, they'll call me and, hey, Mariah, come to this right now. And I'll be like, bro, I'm working. I can't. I can't be hanging out like y'all do. Y'all, I'm trying to get to another point in life. And they got a lot going on. It's just they've been able to build longer than me. They've been working on what they're working on longer than me. I get your point. The inconsistency I see is saying pay for play is fine, but filming or talking about it isn't. How's that inconsistent? That's not inconsistent. Some things is for behind closed doors. Some things is privacy. People used to understand this back in the day. See, what happened is people want to put every single thing on the internet, and y'all don't think about how it affects everybody else or the generations coming after y'all. Some shit used to just be grown people stuff. No, everything is not for the internet. Go do it and do it in private or put it behind a paywall. Mariah, once we get into a relationship, I don't want you on YouTube anymore. Then we'll never be in a relationship. If you learn basic Spanish, you can pull Colombian, Dominican, Cubans easily without directly paying for it. Well, I believe that. I don't know about basic, but, and then two, again, it's to an extent, like, I don't even want to talk about that, but I see your point.
You're obsessed with me right now, right?
I'm obsessed with him, chat. This man started this beef with me. He's constantly talking shit about me. He's regularly checking in on my Instagram, reporting who I'm hanging out with, because that's the only way he would know, because I don't put it here on YouTube. I've seen that he records my TikToks. That's on a whole nother platform. This ain't even YouTube no more. I don't even know how he found me on TikTok. He records my TikToks and will clip them and bring back information. But the narrative is I'm obsessed with him. No, I'm responding to your bitch ass. You are over here study worrying about why I'm here. That keeps on coming up as a conversation of discussion, why I'm here. And it really bothers you that I'm not giving you the answer that you want to hear. He's not going to be satisfied until I tell him I came to Colombia to chase dick. That's the only answer that's going to satisfy him. But I'm obsessed with you. You're going on my social media accounts that have nothing to do with YouTube, finding pictures of me, good pictures too. I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, that was a cute picture you put up with me in the braids. The makeup, it was a little off, but it was still altogether cute. You know what I'm saying? And your clip, and then I'm obsessed with you. What would I debate him about? Because here's the thing. What would we find? First of all, he lies. That's the thing. I don't want to debate somebody. And the whole time, it would be different if we were starting based off of facts, but we had a different opinion on the facts that were being presented, because that's possible. All he do is sit up and lie on me. Damn, did we just hear that Mariah perceives YouTube a higher value and more fulfilling than her future husband? Any man that was going to be a husband of mine that was of any value would not make me give up the things that I want to do in life to be. It's just not in alignment. I don't know why y'all feel like, I don't know why that's hard to understand. It's okay for it not to be in alignment. That's okay for people not to have, if it's a man and he feels like, I don't want my wife on social media and I don't want her doing YouTube or doing public events, you have to go find a wife that's already off of social media, that's already not on YouTube, that's very low key. Let's stop trying to make shit fit that don't fit. So it's not in alignment. I don't know why y'all think a woman, I don't know why y'all think a woman should be okay with giving up all her hopes, dreams, and aspirations and things that she's built just so she can get or keep a man. When it's men out there that will date you. Look at Tasha K. She's one of the biggest YouTubers in the world and is married, and her husband helps her with production. Look at Tisa Tells, one of the biggest YouTubers out here and is in a healthy relationship. So why should I give up what I got going when it would just be better to be single or find a man where we're in alignment and in agreement? Don't that make much more sense than trying to go against the grain? Okay. These NYC dudes already have Dominicans, Colombians, Cubans in their own hood. They just ain't pulling them. Facts. You looking Dominican today.
That all that you attract and all that you're around is black men. So all you can see is black men.
Sir, I attract a lot of different men. Let's be clear. But black men aren't all I can see. What are you talking about? I don't understand. I don't understand what he's talking about. Of course I attract black men. I'm a light-skinned black woman from the South. I was attracting that in the United States. I also attract a lot of Latino men. I've dated more Latinos than I have black men. So what are you talking about? I don't particularly, I ain't gonna keep saying that because then y'all gonna say and I wasn't gonna say nothing about black men. I wasn't gonna say nothing about black men. Colombian men here are not my type. That's why y'all don't really see me with them. And then with the whole friendship thing, I actually do prefer to be like most of my Colombian friends here are women, right? But Colombian men are not really like, I like Latinos, but like I ain't never been like Colombian men is not my type. Let's just be honest. Okay, so here's the thing. You can't have two things at once, Kelvin. I get behind a paywall, but in places where it's legal and normalized, showing it is just showing the reality on the ground. Cool. You can't be upset when people judge you in behind it, though. It's just the reality. You can't be upset when people start seeing a pattern and forming an opinion. So you just can't be mad about that. People are not going to say, y'all got to, like, let's keep it 1,000 here. Let's keep it 1,000. Again, now let me make this clear. If you want to do pay for play, do pay for play. I have go do pay for play. But generally around the world, even here in Colombia, people will accept, like people will legalize certain vices, but then there's how they really feel about it. And in no society, anywhere in the world, are you going to go to and that's seen as a respectable thing to do. Do you understand? Nowhere are you going to go and people are going to say that's a good, even if that's a good and normal thing to do. People are going to judge you for doing that. And you just have to be cool with what comes with it. But I think it's just more responsible to say, I'm not going to put that out there on blast like that. You understand? Like, let me consider other factors. Let me look outside of myself. It's a way you can get what you want and still be respectful. It's a way you can do what you do and still be respectful. Period. So people can't be upset when now, oh, we're getting racially profiled. Well, you don't want to be racially profiled, then don't put it on the internet. Because here's the thing, the white men weren't putting it on the internet like that. That's why y'all get upset when y'all be like, the white man can come do it and nobody say nothing about. Yeah, they was not putting it on the internet. Probably the loudest one on the internet doing that now is Casey. But there's not a whole community of them being loud and putting it on the internet. So then you can't say people are being racist when this is what you're choosing to represent you. What up, Jeremiah? Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah, it's time as Black men, we switch up. They racially profile regardless. Trading motion, I'm not calling you a loser, but that's a loser mentality. That's like me saying people are gonna racially profile me as a woman of color. So I'm just gonna not try. Again, like I said, it's better to be in a situation where people are talking shit but they're full of shit than to be in a situation where people are talking shit and everything they're saying is true about you. I'd rather people be talking shit about me, but they're full of shit and it's unfounded. Not just give up. You would be surprised how much you can change people's mind about you based on the way you carry and conduct yourself. It makes all the difference in the world. It don't make it better that Black men keep putting down American women. That's another thing. Like, why? Here's the thing. I saw this group chat, some passport bros, like a passport bro showed me this, where you have all these men with pictures of Black American women, you know, shaking their ass naked and stuff like that. And they were like, oh, look at them. They're so disgusting. They're hoes. They're this and that. But these same men are sleeping with prostitutes. And one of them was he even had a prostitute living with him and it was in a whole relationship. So like, what are we doing here? It's like a lot of y'all would hate on American women and in particular, Black American women, but for being single mom, like that's in this space. Y'all hate single moms, not all of y'all, but a lot of y'all hate single moms. Y'all hate Black women. Y'all hate whole culture in the United States, but come down here and date nothing but prostitutes or women that are single moms or women that are hoes or whatever you want to call it. So then it becomes okay, what's the real issue here? Is it the actions or is it who's doing the actions? Like, can y'all niggas stop saying that Black women are not feminine? Yeah, like, I know a lot of feminine Black women. I hear you, but what I'm saying is they have stereotypes that come out of nowhere. It's not my job to prove to them I'm a business owner with no felonies or baby mamas. That's why it's called profiling. I mean, here's the reality of the matter, trading motion. Okay. If you got if it's a whole bunch of people in your demographic behaving in a certain way, I'm not saying you got to go out of your way to prove something to somebody. All you got to do is just be, and people will see. All you got to do is just be and be consistent. You're not going to ever be able to stop people because unfortunately, it's a lot of people that ruin it for everybody. You're never going to be able to stop people from being prejudiced. But there's a difference between somebody who's prejudiced and a racist that just don't like Black people for no reason. And what I'm saying is all you have to do is just be. And people got eyes to see, and they got eyes to see your character. Most people are prejudiced. It's a lot of prejudiced Black people. It's a lot of prejudiced Hispanic people because we're humans. We recognize patterns in different groups of people and populations. You don't have to, it's not about proving. All you have to do is just be. Just be who you are. And it's not going to matter what they came to the table thinking. Your consistency is what's going to change minds. And that's what I mean when I say, don't come into situations with an already given up or loser mentality. It's not about proving. I don't have to prove nothing to nobody. You're going to see the result. You're going to see through my consistency. You're going to see based on what I stand for, what I endorse. That's effed up for real. Like, that's dangerous the way we doing that to our Black queens. Like, y'all need to stop. No, facts. And again, I'm gonna go back to, because again, he keeps trying to, the Homies Hub keeps trying to paint me as a racist. Hey, what's up, Britt? He keeps trying to paint me as a racist that don't like Black men. And it's like, it's so much irony in that, because him and so many other men that are on here in the travel space do nothing but trash Black American women. And it's true. Y'all do. But then you get upset when I say they racially profiling based on what's going on down here. Now I'm the problem. And I'm supposed to protect your image, even though every opportunity the Homies Hub gets, he talking shit about Black American women and say we down here chasing peen and this, that, even though he ain't got no proof or evidence. He even tried to put that on me. Also, he's going to keep trying to make it. I'll show y'all. Here's the thing. I'm going to prove a point right here. Because the Homies Hub got upset. He's still upset. Again, this is all projection because I said, I'm about to, my camera's about to die because I said I like Puerto Rican men. Now, it's so many shades of Puerto Rican men, but a lot of y'all will have a preference. It's cool for y'all to say y'all like big booty Latinas. That's perfectly fine. Soon as I say I like Puerto Rican men, like that's my favorite. Y'all get on here and now I'm anti-Black and I hate Black men. And then Homies Hub tried to say I hate myself. Well, I'm gonna show y'all one of my boyfriends. This was my last boyfriend that I was in a relationship with. He wasn't Puerto Rican though. I think he had some Cuban in his family way back, but they like Black Islanders, right? And y'all tell me if this look like somebody that hate themselves. Y'all tell me if I look like I hate me. Let me find a picture. Because this shit don't make sense to me, what he said. Here we go. Y'all tell me if I look like I hate myself. Okay. Hold on. Why is this? I don't know. I went too far. I'm sorry, y'all. Here we go. I'm going to share this again. And here's the thing, Homies Hub. You think you got a chance with me. Do I look like I date a dude that look like you? This don't got nothing to do with skin color. Now, if I hate me and I dated somebody that looked like me. We dang near look like we could be brothers and sisters. Homies Hub, you go date a woman that looks like you. What do I mean by that? Go date a woman that is dark-skinned. Hold on. Go date a woman that's dark-skinned, and that ain't even the thing. Because it's fine dark-skinned. Some of the most beautiful women I ever seen dark-skinned. Go date a woman that look like you in the face. And then you can talk to me about self-hatred. Because I will go date somebody that looks like me. I hate myself when I will date somebody that looks like me. You know what's a self-hater? Them light-skinned women that be talking about they don't date light-skinned men. They self-haters. But I date men. And here's the thing: I've dated dark-skinned men. I've dated men lighter than me. I'll date a man that looks like me. I date fine. Do I have preferences? Yes. But if you look good, you look good. And then on top of that, you a good person. I can rock with you. I can rock with you. But Homies Hub, go find a woman that looks like your equivalent in the face with the same skin tone, and then you can talk to me about self-hatred and anti-blackness. Because the girls that I see you bring up so far, the girls that you be having on your thumbnail, be looking nothing like you. Be looking absolutely nothing like you. He wasn't that much younger than me. He's like 6 years younger than me. Okay? Nothing like you. But you got the nerve to try to talk about me and self-hatred. That makes absolutely no sense.
That's it. And you hate it. You hate it because you want a Puerto Rican nigga to like you so bad. You want one of these light-skinned niggas to like you so bad.
They do though, sir. What are you talking about? They do. They do like me. What are you talking about? I don't have to want it so bad. They do. I'm not understanding, sir. It's this projection. That's what I'm saying. Y'all, I'm trying to fix this. This is all projection. They do. My camera's dying. Thank you for saying this. Okay, y'all, I gotta use my camera on my laptop. Hold on. These dudes travel back and forth to Thailand, but won't set foot near Africa. They hate black. A lot of them do. And Austin keep trying to get them to go to Africa. They don't want to go over there. They don't want to go over there. Even though it's a lot of beautiful women, big booties, all of that. A lot of them want to be in here in Latin America because their preference is Latinas, which is fine. I don't care. I really don't. But don't be coming over here talking to me about anti-blackness when you don't prefer women who look like you. Here you go, Sebastian. She's colorist. Don't be trying to call me colorist when y'all won't date people that look like you. I'm not attacking dark-skinned dudes. I'm checking somebody who's coming for me. Again, my daughter's dad is dark-skinned. He don't look like the Homies Hub. Let's continue. Oh, hold on, y'all. I keep messing this up. Oh, no. I want it to be like this.
And don't none of these niggas want you.
And some of y'all will be.
Here's my problem with her statement here. once you start breaking, when people speak with conviction, make sure you listen to the words that's coming out of their mouth, right?
Now
I'm trying to teach you guys something. I want to
me.
teach you guys how to intelligently listen to people and look for the facts.
Here, thank you. Somebody in base chat says she never said she hates anything yet. You're not going to hear me say that because it's not true. I don't hate black men. Everything has been projection. Everything he said so far has been projection. Even him saying, "Oh, black women hate to see black men travel." Meanwhile, this whole time he been pressed about why the hell I'm in Colombia, and I don't even give a fuck why he's here. Never asking him that. We know you show everybody why you're here. But even then, I never went up to no black man here and pressed them or went onto their channels or went in their comment section like a lot of men here do me, asking them why they here. I don't care.
How many times has she told you guys, and she's gonna say it on this video too, how many times has she
I actually don't prefer men.
A flexible remote job, Zenfi matches you.
I prefer
yeah,
men
I haven't heard anything she said yet. You're right. I haven't heard anything, but I guess he's going to go through it. So let's see if she said anything. And yes, before I have the DJI, so I'm going to connect it straight to the camera. So before I do any other live, I will have my camera.
First of all, you're going to get blocked because you just coming over here to cause chaos. Africa doesn't have the tourist infrastructure. That's a dumbass argument. They say Colombia don't have the tourist infrastructure. So what the fuck are you talking about? These men sit up online and talk about all day how it ain't nothing to do in Colombia but deal with pros. So what are you talking about, sir? But they come here anyway. Talk about all day. Homies Hub still confused as to why I'm here. He keeps saying it ain't nothing. It ain't nothing. This not a place for women and children, and to all this stuff he's saying. What is there for her in Colombia? All this kind of stuff. Men talk all the time about how they would not come to Colombia if it wasn't for the pros, because y'all feel like you don't have nothing to do with tourism, but yet y'all still come because you come for the women. Why can't the same be said for parts of Africa? Okay. And Africa is a huge continent with many different cities. So for you to say that Africa doesn't have the tourist infrastructure, no, that is a dumbass argument that's rooted in ignorance. Boy, don't come in here playing with me.
Or not live. Before I do any other
I've
interview,
never had an OnlyFans.
I will have my camera.
told you guys that she does not go to where black and sex tourist Americans go. How many times have we heard her say? I heard her say it in multiple videos. So if you don't go to where sex tourists and these men go, how do you know what be up in the park? Do you know how many times you would have?
I'm going to say it again. I don't go to parqueyeras. That does not mean I've never been. I've been in Colombia 2 years. Obviously, I've been to the park to know what's going on. It's like you can't put two and two together, sir. For example, have y'all ever went to a hood or a bad side of town once or a couple of times and seen what was going on and be like, nah, I don't go over there? It's really that simple, sir. I don't understand why it's so hard for you to understand.
To visit the park to accurately be able to say whether or not black men dominate being in the park or not. And my whole point for addressing this was I was trying to get her to understand you cannot be saying stuff like this on the internet because you are working against us as black men, right? They're already trying to paint a narrative that black men are the sexual deviants in the space, and your black ass is gonna come on here because you're not
now
white.
See how, okay. Now, he just tried to say I'm anti-black, but he just used black as an insult. I told y'all the last time I got on here, the Homies Hub is insecure about his blackness. Didn't I say that? Didn't I say he's the one that's insecure about his blackness? And he's projecting all of that onto me. So now he chose to use your black ass like that as an insult. People, like, that's what I'm saying. This all have to do with him taking shit personally because how he fucking feel about himself. Then he's over here worried about what I said on the internet in terms of the racial profiling, but he don't think about how what he does on the internet further perpetuates these stereotypes. The burden is on me. The onus is on me to make sure that your reputation is on the up and up. Oh, okay. Make that make sense.
Passing. I don't know if you think you're white passing. You are a black woman.
I don't know if you think you're white passing. And here we go. Here's the problem, y'all. Here's the problem. And I've said this before. I don't mind saying it again. I don't date colorist black men. I don't. What do I mean by that? I don't date black men that are obsessed with light-skinned women and Latinas. Do you want to know why? This shit right here. Once you get into a relationship with them, every insecurity that a lot of them have about themselves, they're going to project onto you, and they're going to spend the entire time trying to figure out a way to try to put you in your place. Do y'all understand? It's not that I don't date black men. I do. I don't date black men that think like this. Do you understand? I can't. It's exhausting. It's exhausting. I can't do that. I can't fucking do it. It don't feel good. I've never said I was white passing. It would be delusional to say I am. But here's the fact of the matter, Homies Hub. I know you're not gonna want to hear this truth because you have this mentality like you want to try to nag me or whatever the case may be. But I'm biracial, Homies Hub. I am. That ain't to say I'm better than anybody or that I'm not. My experiences in life are not going to be the same. You keep on trying to project things that men go through onto me. I'm not a man. You keep on trying to put shit on me that y'all have to deal with or go through, or the things that y'all think about or have to consider onto me. I'm not a man. So there's the part where we find that we differ from. You are fully whatever you are. They keep saying you're Nigerian. You're fully that, and I am something else. And that's just the truth. And people can get mad and say that's anti-black. You know what it is? When you're biracial, you damned if you do, you damned if you don't. Because if I sit up here and say I'm full black and pretend that I'm not biracial or act like I don't understand that, then I have people coming for me trying to tell me, well, you're not black for real. You're not da-da-da-da-da. Okay, cool. But then when I say what is actually the truth, scientifically, DNA, and that appears phenotypically, which is that I am mixed race, meaning I'm not white and I'm not black. I am something different altogether in between, but I fuck with black people because I was raised on my black side of the family. I'm going to always rock with black people when black people are right, which is why I was willing to listen to Chill Capo and have him come on here and give his perspective of the situation with him getting deported. Like, I'm always going to rock with us when we are right. But at the same time, no, sir, this is going to eat you up inside.
My experiences are not the same as your experience. I'm just being honest. A lot of times I can't relate to some of the stuff you say about the police because the police let me go with a warning. I've had times where the police was really supposed to give me a felony. I was really supposed to have a felony. But the police officer felt bad for me and let me go. So no, I can't relate. When you be like, oh, you gonna get treated XYZ because you still are this, it is, and that. That's not been my reality, sir. What I have found is if I conduct myself a certain way, people leave me alone. They do. I'm just being honest. Do you understand? My experience, even here, down here in Latin America, race is different. I be trying to force to them, oh no, I'm black. They don't get it. Like, for example, here in Colombia, if they see somebody like me, because I'm darker than a white-skinned person, they will jokingly call you negro. But when y'all start to talking about racial issues, they be like, but you're not black for real. Even if I try to tell them, oh, but my mom is black. Yeah, but they be like, but you're not. So you're trying to speak on me and my race when you ain't ever walked in my shoes. And that's me not trying to distance myself from blackness. I say every opportunity that I get that I'm biracial and my mom is black, and that's the side of the family that I was raised on. And never been ashamed of it. But this is how people like you comport yourself when you secretly hold resentment, when you hold insecurities about your own self and you hold resentment towards lighter skinned people. I never said I don't like dark skinned men either. Never said that. Thank you so much, Maria. As a black man myself who loves black women, I'm disappointed in the brothers who talk about black women disgustingly. Like me too. Me too. And that's why me personally, I don't date black men who hate black women. I don't date black men who don't, at the very least, see black women as equally beautiful. Because that lets me know something ain't right. And a lot of light-skinned women will date those type of men. And they feel like, oh, because he's putting me on a pedestal over a dark-skinned woman. But what they don't understand is, baby girl, it's unhealthy. That's unhealthy. Like, he finna take you up and through there, sis. He finna take you all the way up and through there. And his low self-esteem is gonna affect you. He finna start trying to tear your ass down.
Okay? You are a black woman. Maybe you might pass for being Hispanic, but you are a black woman.
Sure,
you
I do
are
pass
a
for being
sister.
Hispanic. I do. That's not me bragging. That's the reality of my life, sir. That's the reality of my life. I do pass for being Hispanic. I do. Most people, when they see me, they think if they do think black, they think black and Hispanic. I do pass for being Hispanic. People have to hear me talk and try to place my accent, and then they realize, okay, she's a black woman or she's raised in black culture. I do. That's the reality of my life, sir. I don't have to make this shit up. Y'all get in my comments all the time asking me what am I? People at what country from? Even here, when the Colombians hear me talk Spanish, they don't assume I'm American. They assume I'm not Colombian, but I'm from like Dominican Republic or Puerto Rico or something like that. So that's my reality, sir. It's just the simple truth of the matter. I know that bothers you because you feel a way about you. It is what it is. I love Afro-Latinas too, but man, bro, Africa is just different. The thickness is just on another. Yeah, them African women be fine. They be still. I ain't even gonna hold you. I be wondering, like, why aren't the men going there?
Some cats just like pretty faces over thickness, and that's cool. But if you prefer thickness like myself, but in Africa, them Ethiopian women and them Kenyan women, what do y'all mean?
At the end of the day, your black ass.
Y'all hear me again, second time, your black ass. I'm anti-black, but he's trying to use blackness to insult me. Your black ass. Y'all know how people do when they talking shit to somebody. Your black ass. Okay. So who is truly the anti-black person here?
On here confirming the very stereotypes that us black men are trying to get away from. Okay.
He's saying I'm confirming the very stereotypes that black men are trying to get away from. Sir, you're not trying to get away from these stereotypes because you're on the internet telling people that you do pay for play. You got all these prostitutes in your videos. You have prostitutes on your thumbnails. So you ain't trying to do shit. But I'm responsible for your image. This is that victim mentality that I'm talking about, y'all. People, instead of them working on themselves and caring about how they present themselves, again, I ain't got no problem with him paying for prostitutes, but you're the one choosing to make this shit a part of your whole persona on YouTube. And I understand it pays. But yet somebody like me is to blame for the negative reputation of black men. What are y'all saying?
Do you know how often you would have to be in the park to know that for certain?
No, you don't have to go that often, sir. That's what I'm saying. He's like setting up false narratives. All you got to do is go to that park a couple times and you're going to see who's all there to know for certain. What do you mean?
It would literally be impossible for you to actually know that those comments coming out of your mouth is true unless you visit the park often.
So do y'all want me to do this? I would hate to do this. I would hate to have to do this to prove a point. But for shit like this, I don't mind to do it to prove a point. I will pick, when I come back, I will pick 2 random nights. Just 2 random nights apart. So it won't seem like it was some big festival that brought all them in here. And I will go in the park and record and I'll just let it run. I would hate to freaking have to do that because you got somebody here playing dumb like he don't know what the hell I'm talking about. And I will just record. And y'all will see for yourself who is the majority in the park. It don't take that long. It don't take that many times to see. And again, I don't go to the park. I never said I've never been to the park. I've been a few times, literally a few.
Commentaries are true. There's not a 24/7 drone surveillance. There's not a.
It don't take that, sir. It's called a sample size. Do you understand what a sample size is? So, for example, when people conduct research, they don't have to conduct research on the entire population 24/7. They take a sample size, sir. How hard have you partied? Not that hard. I'm not a hard partier. I don't like to go out that much. And when I go out, I have a couple drinks and go home.
Census on what skin complexion type of person is entering the park. You don't know who be in the park. I'll tell you, the park is very diverse. The park one day can have an influx of black men. The next day it can have an influx of white men. The next day it can be nothing but Puerto Rican niggas in there.
I like making my podcast.
Well, the few times I went to the park, I ain't seen no whole bunch of Puerto Ricans. He just lying. He just lying and reaching.
Passport Bros is good, but now it turned into a bunch of guys who were getting women for legit reasons to come to other countries and act like they are something that they aren't because they have USD. Look, I see the purpose of the Passport Bros movement. Don't get me wrong. And I say it all the time. I tell women this too. Go date. It's best for you to go date in cultures that fit your personality. It is. And also go date where you can win. Go date where you feel like, go where you're getting the best treatment. That's not the argument here. People keep trying to make that my argument, and it's never been that. It's never been that.
Don't like making short clips of my podcast. So the AI chooses.
That's what it is. The last time I went to the park, it was nothing but groups of Latinos. Groups of Latinos, right? But I'm going to let her keep saying her piece because the more and more I hear her talk, the more and more I feel like her anger and her energy is directed toward Black men.
You're like, yeah, well, this is all projection. Again, this is all projection.
Other groups of men do it too. They're not doing it like y'all. They're not doing it to the extent that y'all do. They're not.
I don't think I need to keep going over this. I think you guys get the point. If you guys need more proof.
Thank you, babe. Babe said he don't get the point. That's why I rock with you, babe. That's why I rock with you, babe. I don't get the point. Anybody that listened to what I said, you did not prove your point that I hate Black men or I have anger directed toward Black men. And let's be very clear. Majority of Black men ain't even over here in Colombia or even traveling. They're in the United States. So why you keep trying to make a here's the thing. You want Black men. You don't want me to speak on something because you want Black men to be represented in a positive light, right? And you don't want to feed narratives. But then you were making a small subset of Black men. Most Black men ain't even traveling outside of the United States. You are making that the representative of Black men. And when I say something about these that are coming over here doing too fucking much, now I hate Black men, period. Make it make sense. You caught yourself trying to put me on blast because I dated a Black man that I met in Cartagena and continued to date him after when we came back to the United States. You thought you were putting me on blast, but then still, okay, I dated a Black man, but then I hate Black men. Make it make sense. Make it make sense, sir. Maria, I'm seeing ABW dating outside the race even more now on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. What is ABW? Do you mean Black women? A lot of Black women are dating outside of their race more. They still date outside of their race less.
Like I said before, I have several live streams. Passport Sister says Black men are this. Passport Sister wants war with the homies. All right, I'm not going to give 40 minutes breaking down every single person.
So I'm obsessed with you because I'm responding to you, but yet just now he admitted he got several live streams talking about me. But his narrative is I'm obsessed with him, even though he came at me first. I didn't even know who this man was. He came at me first. He's continued to make live streams about me that I've responded to. He goes on my TikTok whenever I get on TikTok and he screen records. I don't even know how he found me on TikTok. He screen records so he can come back and report on me and what I talk to my audience about on TikTok. He goes on my social media page and outside of YouTube and finds pictures of me so he can put them up here. He knows who I'm hanging out with in Colombia because he's stalking my Instagram page and he's coming back and reporting. That's how he even knows that I have Black men who are friends here. Do y'all see the foolishness? Colombia is an amazing place if you do things besides chase women. Correct.
Because I want to get to the meat and the potatoes of this live stream tonight. So that's what I have to say about her. She is obsessed with Passport Bros.
I'm obsessed
She's
with
obsessed with
Passport.
fucking on Passport Bros.
I'm obsessed with fucking on Passport Bros. So here's the thing. This is why I say with people like this that are liars and they over exaggerate. I had a relationship with a black man that I met in Cartagena in 2023. We met in Cartagena and the relationship carried over to the United States. He was not honest with me at first about the fact that he was still in the process of wrapping things up with his son's mom. They eventually did split, but by then, I didn't want to date him anymore. It just was not a good thing for him, or it wasn't a good thing, and it wasn't going to be a good thing for me. That was the situation. Him, I'm obsessed with fucking on Passport Bros. Now you're lying and over exaggerating to make it seem like I'm out here sleeping with multiple Passport Bros, and that never happened. He also lied and said that I was dating this man and he told me he was going to mess with prostitutes, and I agreed to that. That never happened, and that would never happen in this universe or the next. He told several lies, which is why I am Mentuition. If y'all follow Mentuition, tell them to put out the entire interview. Since y'all want to call the Homies Hub and you want to gossip, put out the interview so we can get to the bottom of this. Please. Don't call no man on the phone gossiping about me and what I said. Put it out there, because y'all, and I don't know if he's lying or over exaggerating, lying on y'all and what y'all said. It's possible because he lied a lot. But all this, I'm obsessed with fucking on Passport Bros. That's why I'm telling y'all, it's lame ass niggas like this that hate women to where when they don't like you or you say something that they don't like, they try to completely slander your reputation and create a narrative that's not true. That's absolutely not true. He's an ex-cop. Of course he's lame and used to telling stories to fit this narrative. I don't know, but he making shit up. Just making shit the fuck up. Yeah, that was foul. Yeah. You like straight up lying on me saying I'm just down here upset chasing after these. They got like chasing after Passport Bros to fuck them. That's not true. That's not true. And again, the one black man, here's the thing. You can't say, in one breath, you're trying to say I hate black men, but then you're trying to condemn me because I dated a black man that I met here who pursued me, by the way. I didn't chase after him. He told me I want to pursue you. I'm going to tell you all this stuff. I did not chase this man. I didn't even know he liked me at first. I wasn't even looking for that from him. Then he keeps saying she's running to black men for protection in Colombia when they are the ones who are hitting me up, and it's not about protection. I don't need any protection. What are you talking? What is this mentally ill shit that you're talking about? This is what happens when you be on the damn internet too long. Who do I need protection from? These are men who saw value in me in some type of way and were like, hey, I would like to collaborate with you on this. I like to work with you on this. Or, hey, let's just hang out. You seem like a cool person. And it hasn't been anything sexual. Nobody has hit on me. I haven't slept. All the men that y'all have seen me out with, I have not slept with them, nor have they tried to sleep with me. When we go out, they go their separate ways, or they might have another chick that they're dealing with, and I go home. And nobody has a story to tell about me. So this is, y'all see what I'm saying? This is what happens when you have a very unattractive male who can't handle rejection. He just starts trying to lie and slander your character. And again, I'm begging Mentuition, put the whole fucking interview out. The entire thing from start to finish, please. It says you want to call and gossip. Y'all send it to you want to call and gossip on the phone with another man when you could just put the shit out there.
Then you messy. You messy as hell. You messy as hell. What your name is? The Homies Hub. Cause ain't no way I would be sitting up gossiping with somebody called and told me in private. That's what I'm saying. You a hoe. You a little bitch for real. Brazil is good even without the women, but okay. For Colombia, they have a better culture. But y'all, I've spoken my piece. Honestly and truly, I don't really have no more to say. All this man can do is sit up and lie about me. Now, if Mentuition puts that video out, I'm going to react to it. I'm going to react to the video. And I hope that they do. With that said, guys, I have a Uber coming in about an hour and a half so that I can take my flight up out of here. So I'm going to the United States first, and then I'm going to the DR. And I'm going to be collaborating with some very special people. Y'all are going to like these collabs. And I look forward to y'all. I'll probably do more IRLs. Dudes have nothing better to do than to gossip and create drama. Sad. Yes, he's so messy. Like, I'm a woman. And I don't even be in this YouTube space beefed out with other women. Do y'all understand how sad this shit is? Like, I'm a woman and I don't be on here beefing with other females. And don't be really out here besides the Homies Hub. Y'all can check my besides the Homies Hub. And me, Steve and Al got into it 3 years ago. And I don't even know if it touched the net like that. But the reason why I got into it with Steve and Al is because after the interview, they made a clip. And it was like single mother. It was something like that, to where it was like the way that they put the interview out there about me was disrespectful. It's like, I didn't come on y'all podcast to do this interview to be fucking disrespected so that you could use some shit as a punchline to rile your army of lame niggas up. I thought we were having a mature discussion. So when I told Al about it, he was like, oh, well, you know how the internet works. No, I don't. Because anybody that I've ever had on here as a guest, I've been respectful to them and how I speak on their name. And I don't care if it don't get the views. I got to respect you because you were my guest and you came over here and I invited you over here. Just like Mentuition invited me on their channel. I didn't seek you out. So I'm never going to disrespect a guest that I bring on my channel for clicks and views. And you can make a title controversial or to get clicks and views without disrespecting your guest. Safe travels. Thank you. Why those dudes are starting to sound like red pill dudes? Oh, that's right. They are red pill dudes. They are. And it's so whack. Just like I think a lot of them sprinkle chicks, I don't listen to them hoes either. Because a lot of this shit is whack. It's whack people giving whack advice and making way too many, like, you got to leave room for nuance. And I'm not a homosexual woman. I like men. And I feel like if you a man that like women, why would you listen to a whole bunch of dudes that's probably homosexual in disguise teaching you to hate women? Then when somebody good comes along, you're not going to be able to discern it because you painting everybody with a broad brush. You got to learn how to do two things at once. You got to learn how to know when you see the type that ain't no good, but also have discernment enough to where you can differentiate a person that means you well. And that's the problem. And then here's the thing. You got a lot of people that's closeted homosexuals who hate the opposite sex on here talking. You got a lot of niggas that want niggas for themselves, men for themselves, giving advice to other men because they don't want men to like women. And you got a lot of women who be engaging in a lot of homosexual activities with other women behind the scenes who giving advice to women. When really people should just your discernment and getting close to God, that's going to tell you everything you need to know about people and how to deal with people and how to move with people. We didn't have these problems back in the day because
real niggas was real niggas. What do I mean by that? A lot of y'all sit up and bash single moms, but you had a stepdad that if it wasn't for him, the bills wouldn't be getting paid. Or you had a man that messed with your mama, that rocked with your mama, that if it wasn't for her, you wouldn't have shit for Christmas. And y'all don't care about these kids either. And here's the thing, I don't gotta convince nobody. I ain't never had a problem dating nobody, with nobody dating me because I'm a single mom. And some of y'all be like, oh, well, these men will fuck on you if you're a single mom. They won't marry you. Yes, they will. I got an ex dated me while I was a single mom. We broke up, didn't want to take him back. Who the next woman he got with, he found a woman that looked similar, just was very similar to me, and married her. Single mom. When I tell y'all dudes that get women don't care about the same things that a lot of y'all care about, a lot of dudes that is cool ass dudes don't give a damn. Old school dudes used to not be like, oh, hating on single mom. Do y'all know what it was? They cared about those children. It's a lot of y'all. It was by the grace of a stepdad that y'all was able to fucking eat, or an uncle daddy that y'all was able to fucking eat. And y'all sitting up here bashing the single moms, bad, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's homosexual activity to me. Y'all trying to get men who really don't care about that shit to care about that shit. I'm just being honest. Same thing with a lot of these women who talk about, oh, I don't date men with kids. It's like, bruh, I got a whole cousin. My cousin is a millionaire. He's a millionaire. If I said his name, y'all gonna know exactly who I'm talking about. And his wife got with him before his career popped out. And at first, she didn't date men with kids. But she gave him a chance. And he blew up. And now she don't gotta work none of it. She living good. And that's what I'm saying. All these fake ass rules these people got is sick. It's sick in the head. Thank you so much, Alexander Brandon. I'm going live tomorrow afternoon, 3 p.m. Eastern for the final live stream before summer break. And I want to invite, we can talk about anything. I would agree to it, Alexander. Send me, my email is mariahsincere@mariahsinceretravels.com. You can go under my other post, and my not this one, but my website is on there, and you can either send me an email or hit a submission through my website, and I'll hit you back, because that's how Bait got in contact with me. I'm not gonna say yes to tomorrow because I'm gonna be traveling. That's the only reason why. Okay, guys, I said all I needed to say. It's been real. Y'all hit the like button on the way out. Thank y'all to everybody who hit the like and sent a Cash App. And I'll try to go live at some point tomorrow, but it will be on my phone like an IRL. And maybe we can catch up somewhere in the middle there, Alexander. So hit me up. All right, y'all have a good night.